peace of mind, yeah. You make me feel what's like the ocean. You give me peace of mind, yeah. Your body.
Hey, hello everyone. Thank God it's Friday. Let's be welcome, guys. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining. It's Friday. Welcome, guys. It's really a delight to have you guys join me. Cornelius, my darling husband. Welcome, man. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Hey, Okudili, second joining here. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I miss you, oh yeah, my baby, please don't leave me, you too sweet, Angelique. Welcome, guys. Coming, Colin. Welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. You gotta see your face, yeah. Let's go. Welcome, guys. Let's warm up a little bit. You guys know I always like Friday, right? Yeah, I always do. And I get to race so well. You know why? Saturdays, Sundays, I'm not always active on the streets, on any social media platform. So I take out Friday, like once I'm done here, thank God it's Friday, straight up for me. Resting, having good time, meditating, praying, just giving myself all the needed rest and pampering. Trust me, we need it. Wake up. Let's go. Please, as you come in, kindly share out. Okay, share out the stream. Shine. You know, it's only you that are watching. Yeah, let's link up. Welcome, guys. Let's go. Where are my people? Coming, guys. Coming. It's Friday. Freaky Friday. Yeah. Freaky Friday. Yeah, welcome. Thank you so much. Oh. Welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. How is the preparation going? Compliment of the season. I know you all must have been doing a lot of preparation right now. Those who are making their hairs, I can see that from all your vlogmas, from all your videos. Those who have already made their Christmas hair, man, guys. I envy you all. Know you all are already in the spirit of Christmas. Trust me. I really envy you guys. I wish I can be in that spirit too with you all. You know, doing all the shopping, all the buying. Like Oyoyo, my girl. Man, Oyoyo, man, you're my darling queen. Your video today was just the bomb. Like that snowy. You guys say, is this snowing or snow? What did you call it again? Oh my God. It was really nice, you know, watching you and the kids have great fun and make snowman, make snow angel and all that. My God, it's just beautiful. And Olufunke has made her hair already. A lot of you guys, like, you've done all your shopping. I don't think anybody's left again now. I think I'm the only one. If there's anyone left right now that is yet to get into the wagon of Christmas, it is the Spicy Queen. Anyways, welcome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Please, like I said, help me share out. Come in. If you're going to be replaying this, if you'll be watching, please stay put, listen to the message, If you find it interesting, share out to your community, share out to your friends, share out to WhatsApp. Let more people get to listen to this beautiful message. And I know that more people will be coming in to join in on the discussion, which is why a holy God will create something like sex, a gift, giving us a gift of sex. I call it the most beautiful gift to humanity. Yes, it is. I know some women were like, oh, spicy, spicy on this topic again. Spicy, let sex rest. Spicy, let Peku Sangola rest. Spicy will not let it rest. You know why? More and more people are having this problem because to them, they see sex as a chore. Yes, I have this conversation all the time. They see it as a chore, they see it as stressful. Many will prefer money over and over again. I mean, and then you wonder if they prefer money, why are they not offering sex? I mean, they should offer something else, offer skill to get the money. Why offer, why would they offer sex, or why demand for sex in exchange for money? We've seen marriages breaking down like seriously because of lack of sex in marriage. We have equally seen a lot of couples become toxic, become, cheaters, great cheaters, all because of what? They are looking for something they have right inside their Sokoto. They are going to Sokoto, all the way to Sokoto, to look for it. So tell me, why wouldn't I talk about it? Why wouldn't I talk about the benefit of it? Why did God, the all-knowing God, our maker, the holy of holy, the one who created the heavens and the earth and all the beautiful things here on earth, why would he not create something as beautiful as sex? Won't Whitey be angry with the name? Well, I don't know why Whitey should be angry at the name, but it is what it is. It is sex, And of course, sex is not just intimacy. Sex is equally gender of a child or gender of one. If there's what's the sex of the baby, it means what's the gender of the baby. Hey, my beautiful Oyoyo Wanyoma, look at who I was just talking about here now. Snowing. I don't know whether you call it snowing or whatever you did. I don't know. Maybe you correct the name. Snobbing. Is it snobbing? Let me know, man. That video was just blowing up my mind, like just doing me. Oh, Spicy, come to Minnesota. Spicy, come to Minnesota. Spicy, just go to UK or go to US. Go and enjoy all this beautiful snow. And in fact, you guys are having a white Christmas. There's no red there. There's no green there. There's no gold there. All we have there is white Christmas. And I'm so having fun with all your uploads. Yeah, welcome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. So like I was saying, God, who knows all the beautiful things that he has given to us as humans, decided that, wow, I have to give you people this. For what? What is the reason? There are several reasons why God blessed us with this gift. I mean, we could have just been having it like the amoebas, divide, go your separate ways. Hey, Olufunke, hey, Iyama. Yeah, breastfeeding. The woman who her 10-year-old boy have refused to stop sucking. See, Funke, I don't envy you. I do not envy you right now. Please, you sucked for 3 years. Allow your boy suck for 3 years. At least let him meet up with you. So stop stressing that boy, uncle. Stop stressing him at all. Hey, who do we have here again? Welcome. Thank you so much, Okudile. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Please, guys, as you come in, kindly give me a thumbs up. Let's have more people come in here and join. Like I was saying, I mean, why did God not just make it? If there is no reason for it, he should have just made it, we should just be like amoebas, divide ourselves and then we continue if it's just for procreation, because a lot of people just believe that the main purpose, the main aim for, I'm not here for Freaky Friday. I just want to check something. What are you checking? You are here for Freaky Friday. Welcome. That's hilarious. That really cracked me up. So if some women that believe that look spice, I've heard a lot of people tell me that like spicy top. Forget this thing, all this thing you're always coming to talk about. See, you are just stressing yourself. The only reason, I mean, the major reason, which we see as the main reason for sex, is just for procreation. Come together, have children, and raise the children, isn't it? If that be the case, trust me, God, who knows that there are other reasons, would have just given us, if it's just for procreation, will just make us look like amoeba. We'll just come, we divide ourselves, bam. Is it not procreation? We've doubled, and then the double will grow up, and then and then divide. I don't know, those who study biology, I don't know if you did biology in school, let me know. But I know that amoeba, they don't mate. They don't mate. And then we can just be like maybe fishes, you know, lay thousands of eggs, you know, and then we just go on, since it's just for procreation. The bonfires, welcome. Thank you so much. Compliment of the season. Good to have you here. We just be like fishes in the ocean, you know, no pleasure, no stress, nothing. And then we just begin to lay thousands of eggs. I mean, if you have thousands, what would you be doing needing sex for? You will not need anything now. You just lay thousands of eggs and then life goes on. If you have 1,000 children only, you never rest. You don't pack well now. You will not need the man again. There's this animal again. I'm trying to remember. So there was something I read about it, that when they mate and the male ejaculates, it dies. I'm trying to remember the name of the animal. That was one time I stumbled upon it. If you remember, put it in the chat for me. Hey, Juba, compliment of the season. Welcome. Thank you so much. It got to be done, my queen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. God bless you, ma'am. I really appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up as you guys come in here. We are discussing why a holy God created the gift of sex and gave it to us. Why did he decide to give it to us? And how have we been utilizing this gift that he has given to us? Much respect, Queen. I appreciate you. Seahorse. Yeah, apart from seahorse, there's this other animal that I'm trying to remember. Those who did biology, help me just go. When the male species ejaculates, it dies. And then there's this other one that when the female want to do it, I think was this scorpion? I don't know if it's scorpion that stings and then kill the male partner. God would have made it that way. But instead, he decided to make it so much different. He gave us different reasons. Now, there's this video I was watching on Instagram. Oh, goodness, the gift of sex. Two cats, so meow, meow, were just lying down, smooshing, touching each other. And you know how cats, just imagine how human being does it. Kissing, yeah, happy Freaky Friday. Happy Freaky Friday to you, Queen. And you see these cats, I don't know if any of you have seen the video, rubbing each other, kissing each other on Instagram, kissing, rubbing, just lying down and being naughty with themselves. Another big cat, I think a black one, appeared. Why these two other male and female cats were busy having their illicit affair. The other cat came up. The male cat saw it and then, you know, out of fear, jumped up and then took off. The female cat, not seeing the cat that the cheating partner saw, was wondering what could have made this cat jump up and run. And then she stood up, turned around, and then saw that it was her husband. What I just deduced from that thing is, cheating. These two cats were having illicit affair, while the male cat, which is the main partner of this female cat, was away. And the moment he showed up, the other male cat zoomed up, and you need to see the fear, the expression on the face of the female cat that was cheating. Sex, even in the animal kingdom, they cheat. They are looking for something different, something that their partner have. They're looking for it. Now, let us go straight to the first reason I will put, which is not the only reason, which a lot of you, in fact, I would say 90% of women are on this table. The first reason for creating sex is for procreation, reproduction. God created sex for us to be able to meet as a man and a woman and be able to bring forth seed into the world. He said we should go forth, multiply and replenish the earth and fill the earth, which is number one. And how do we do that without sex? There are other animals who are not mating, other species who are not mating, but they are equally procreating, isn't it? They procreate, but God made it so special for human, for you and I, to not just come together without any other thing and then just procreate. He added something to it to make it more, enjoyable, to make it more exciting for humans. Procreation, so that you and I can bring forth our kind, just like other animals, just like every other species, will bring forth our own kind into the world. Hey, Coach Mary, my mommy, welcome. Thank you so much. You see how everybody eyes they're wide open. Oh, mommy. Welcome. Thank you so much, ma. Compliment of the season. How have you been, ma? Yeah, I have missed you. I have missed you. Welcome, ma. Thank you so much. Yeah. So procreation is one reason why God created sex, gave us this beautiful gift of sex, so that we can bring forth our own kind. And he didn't make it in such a way that it will become so annoying in order to bring forth our kind. He made it in such a way that you and I are going to love it. While we are bringing forth this gift, we will equally enjoy it. You get it? And you see, knowing my gender, how we are, okay? Thank you, Juba. Knowing my gender, how we are, sometimes our bodies are wired in such a way that we don't even want you to touch us. That is the truth. There are times we don't even want any touching. Don't come close. We just don't want it. We are tired. We are stressed. Please, 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 Oga, keep your things somewhere. I don't want it. I don't want it. Yes, women are wired that way. We don't want it. If you leave us, we can actually stay. Unless that time, yeah, compliment of the season. Unless that time of the month that God himself knew, he knows how complex my gender is. He knows how complex women are. Our bodies are wired in such a way that our hormones are raging. And why? Because we have to procreate. We have to give birth. So we have more hormones in our body, a lot of estrogens, and it's raging. So we just cannot want it unless it's that time when God has made our biological clock. He has wired us to need it. In fact, at that time, you see, a woman can just take that husband of yours that you don't want to have anything intimacy with. Positive orientation. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you for that thumbs up. At that time when we don't want it at all, you see, God made it a certain when we get to that point, that husband we don't want to look at, that husband we don't even want him to touch us, that man that we are saying, oh, please, I beg, is this thing food? Is not food. We'll be the one start showing him all the green light. If anybody tries to touch me today, hey, just tell me that you're already making your mind on Olufuke. Are you in that time of the month where your body is doing you freaky, freaky daddy, freaky, freaky daddy, freaky, your body naturally will begin to request for it. We don't understand how God does this thing. Yeah, okay, let me see. A female, yes, a female praying mantis. Yeah, it has suitor benefit. It has suitor benefit her offspring as they grow. Sexual cannibalism. Oh, okay, yes, that's what it's called. When the female of a species consumes the male during or after mating, is also known among the spiders. Absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, Coach Mary, mommy said sex is a very important topic and should be discussed freely so we can use it in a cost-effective way when it builds when it builds a relationship. Thank you, mommy. Thank you so much. And that is the reason why I will not stop talking about it, because I know that it's important. In as much as I know that our bodies, naturally, women, we don't want it, but God has made it in such a way that there is a time, whether we like it or not, our body will yearn for it. Our body will demand for it. So when we are at that time, when you are that ovulation period, you're on your own, you begin to desire your man, that man you don't want to see. Your body naturally will begin to say, go collect small now, go and collect small, even if it's small, go and collect. Your body, you start getting wet naturally. You start imagining that the sight of the man's body, the whole thing will just do your head, that is the beauty of God's creation. A holy God creating something so sacred, something that a lot of people are so ashamed of, something that we feel is a taboo, something we can't speak of. a holy God created it and made it in such a way that we will love it, we will enjoy it, while we utilize it for our own benefit. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mommy. Juba say, okay, and that's why everything have a season. Yes, absolutely, Juba. There is a time and season for everything. You know, there is something our mothers didn't teach us. This is one thing. When we were growing up, our mothers would say, if any man touch you, you go carry. If any man touch you, you go carry belly. Don't let any man touch you. Don't let any man see your pants. They spoke in parables to us. We didn't understand what it meant while growing up. Some of us were very, very naive. In fact, when we became teenagers, we were still very naive about what sex is all about. In fact, we grew up knowing that if a man touches our hand like this, it is pregnancy, just as our parents have said. That it is pregnancy straight, no two ways about it. If any man sees the color of your pants, how can a man see the color of your pants? How did he see your pants? You know, it's unheard of. So we make sure that we cover our legs very well. We make sure we wear, you know, when we are walking, when we sit down, we close our legs so that we don't get pregnant. Because we believe that once a man sees the color of the pants, we'll get pregnant. That was how our parents knew to talk. They spoke to us in parables. We didn't understand. So now that we grew up, got married, nobody is teaching us any other thing. We know it all. In fact, a lot of people from once they're teenagers, they're already, you know, exploring, which is sometimes very dangerous. Exploring at a very tender age, it has its own effect in marriage when one gets married. So when we grew up, some of us grew up very naive. A lot of women married very naive. They were noticed when they got married. They didn't know what to do. Some people were disvirgin on their wedding night, and they don't know. Oga, or even Oga himself doesn't know. After wedding, they sit down and start looking at themselves. So where do we put it? Is it in the mouth? Is it through the ear? Is it through the nose? Where do they put it? They don't know, because they kept and preserved themselves just like it was, you know, instructed. Sharon and Chris, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, there's no limit. Yeah. Yeah, so the limiting conversation around sex is really dangerous. It is really, and it has messed a lot of women up. Some women today wish their mother opened up to them and told them, this is white is white. Sex is intimacy between a man and a woman. And you cannot get pregnant unless a man goes in there. There is no way you get pregnant. So do not let a man go in there. But when they told us, some of us, I know my mother told me that too. Do not let a man touch you. Where would the man touch? We do not know. Where would he touch? We don't know. He said, do not let a man. Our mothers didn't specify where the touching should be, which is why today's mother, we need to do better. Do not repeat the mistakes of our parents or of our forebearers. Do not repeat the same mistake by telling your daughters, do not let a man touch you. If a man touches you, you will get pregnant. Let them know at the age they begin to understand things. Let them know that this is how it is done. A man and a woman comes together, they meet, and the woman can get pregnant or can get infection, or anything can happen. So spell it out so that they know the dangers, they know the benefits, they know the dangers as well. With that, no child will grow up very naive, and no man will take advantage of them. No man will take advantage of them, because you have taught them. You are your child's number one teacher. You are the only one that will teach your child the truth. Do not let an outsider tell your daughter what a vagina is. Do not let an outsider tell your daughter what happens to the nipple when they touches the nipple. Do not let another person teach your child these things. It is your responsibility as a mother to teach your daughters these things. Sex education is something that is still done in hush tone. And this is why a lot of women grew up, they're in marriage today. When you mention sex, they say, no, food. I beg, make person born, make person rest. They believe it's just for procreation. And do you blame them? Because the upbringing was that sex is not something that should be enjoyable. It is not something pleasurable. It is just a tool of bringing forth children into the world. Yeah. Coach Merima say the good thing is we can raise awareness now to equip children to make useful choices. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. Do not let another person, you are the only one that will tell your children where the parts of their body as your boy is growing up. Let him know what happens to his manhood, that he's going to be having erection every morning when he becomes a teenager or start experiencing puberty. Let him know he's going to grow hairs there. Let him know he's going to grow hairs in the armpit and start sweating. Same goes for the female children. A lot of married women and married men today are misusing this weapon. They think it is just for procreation. That is why a man wants multiple women. He wants to just dig in here, dig in here, dig in there without really knowing what it should be and how it should be used in the confine of marriage. Some of them go ahead to even force themselves on their wives without knowing the ABC of sex. That you don't just jump on a woman, you need to understand the woman's body very well before you go in there. You need to understand how everything works before you just say a woman is dry. A woman can be dry. Yes, if you don't do your part as a man, there is no way that place will be pleasurable for the woman. You as a man may enjoy it. And trust me, I don't even think you're going to enjoy it much if the woman is very dry. These are the things that we need to learn. A lot of married women especially don't find sex pleasurable. Why? Because they have their mindset, their mind has been, the way they were brought up, they see sex as something ungodly, something not holy, something that should be a pleasure to men alone, not to women. Some have been brainwashed to believe that sex is meant for the man alone, to pleasure the man and to procreate. You do not have any business to enjoy sex. Like, what business have you with screaming? What business have you with enjoying it? No, you do not have any business with that. Your own is to give it to him. That is that mentality many grew up with. And we want to change the narrative. We want to do something different. We don't want it to continue. A lot of guys grew up knowing that a woman should be, a woman should give them sex, like give it freely. They don't have to work for it. They don't have to do anything for it. They just want it. So that way, when a woman is not in her ovulation and the man wants it, all he wants to do is to jump in. What happens to foreplay? These are the things men need to learn and understand about the woman's body. The woman's body is so complicated, it's so complex. It is not wired the same way. Your body is wired as a man. In fact, the way God created you, He just made your own straight way. But you see, a woman, a woman's body is wired in such a way that you see this NEPA. When you go to Nigeria, you go to some neighborhood, you see how electricities are wired. Go to some remote neighborhood, you see that you will not even know which wire is. You see, the whole thing is just like this. It's like this. You cannot differentiate which wire goes to which house. It is so done in such a very complex way. So you as a man, you need to understand and study this. That way, if you want your wife to give you pleasure every day, she will, so long as you understand her body. Which is why you have to remove it from your mind that sex is just for procreation. Once you remove it from your mind, you'll be able to do the right thing by you. You'll be able to do the right thing. First of all, you start playing with your wife. You play with her body. You speak beautiful words to her ears. She wants to listen. The way we are created, we are easily moved by what we hear. I don't know how God did it, but that is why serpent was able to come and talk to Eve and spoke to Eve. What the discussion they had, I do not know. But what we know, after God spoke to Eve and Adam and Eve and said, do not eat. You can eat of all the fruits in this garden. You can enjoy everything, but you see this particular tree, do not go there. It's the forbidden fruit. Don't go there. But alas, when the serpent came, what they discussed, what the serpent told Eve, we do not know. What we knew was that Eve went straight and then plucked the apple and ate, according to the Bible. Women are easily moved by what we hear. So if you want your wife to always be that woman you desire, that will offer herself all the time to you, speak to her ears. Speak sweet words to her. Drop your ego as a man. When it comes to sex, there is nothing like, which is where a lot of men are getting it wrong. Some of them end up abusing their wives without knowing it. That is why a woman can be in marriage and still sue her husband. Yes, in Western world, if he forces his way, into her, she can sue him because that is taking advantage of her. She's not in the mood. But if she's in the mood, she's going to submit herself. You will enjoy it. Your wife will enjoy it. So what would be the need? There is no need. So you too must understand that you as a man, you must understand that the woman's body is complex, very, very complex. Walk with her gently, be sweet to her, be gentle, be nice, be romantic, be affectionate. These are your weapons. These are what you need to disarm her, to bring that body that is so stiff. This is what you need to loosen her up. Yeah, okay, let's see what positive orientation say. You are very correct, 100%, my sister. But the problem here is that African children mostly abuses this important information about sex education, but the children from Western world can manage it well. Now, it is because we are not giving the information as we should. We twist things around. It is the era of social media. A lot are learning from social media. That is a problem. Instead of them learning, having that trust in you as a mother or as a father, they go to social media, they go to friends to learn. They are not abusing it. You know why? Because they are very naive. It is what you teach them that they learn. It is what you tell them. So that is why you must ensure that your children trust you. Make them your friend. So when you are teaching them, they understand what you're trying to explain. You need to build that trust and that relationship between you and your children. You can't have a girl child, you're always shouting. If I see a man near you, if a man touch you, get pregnant. You are scaring her. You are making, raising her awareness, her curiosity. You want her to go and know, why would my mother say if a man touch me? Okay, brother Chukwu, they touch me, let me see. So many young girls were taken advantage of because our mothers never said anything. So many of them have broken. They are carrying so much burden. You don't know, you as a man, you don't know what some women are dealing with. It is as a result of hiding information like this. We have come to the era of awareness. This is 21st century. We have to spell things as they are. And until we begin, the first problem is seeing sex as ungodly. That is why we pass the wrong information. If you see it as something sacred, something holy, you'll be able to pass the information well in the way they will understand without hiding things, awakening their curiosity, making them want to know why. And who are they going to ask? If they don't ask you, if they cannot develop that confidence enough to ask you as a parent, they will ask someone else. And God forbid they go and ask the wrong person this question. God forbid they ask. Yeah, we need to raise this awareness, especially our men have to know the difference between sex and love making. Thank you so much. Thank you. A lot of men are husbands, but trust me, when it comes to sex, all they know is to jump in and jump out. No, it is more. There is more to going in and coming out. Our fathers equally failed when it comes to this. In fact, our mothers even tried to say, when a man touches you, you will get pregnant. Do not let a man see your pants. Do not. But our fathers how many men can boldly say that their father ever said anything to them? How many men can say their father taught them something about sex? I'm going to tell you that at least, let me say, I don't think they're up to 100, I think they're up to 10%. That their father ever sat down to mention anything about sex, about getting a woman pregnant, or about getting infection, or about abusing a woman. I doubt if a lot of men experience this discussion or have this conversation with their fathers. It is something that is hushed. It is something that is kept silent because we see it as ungodly. We have to understand that sex is not ungodly. Sex is holy. It is sacred. It is something holy God, our holy creator, created and made it possible for us to experience. Just the way he gave you eyes to see, he gave you nose to breathe, he gave you mouth to speak, he gave you ears to hear. He equally gave you the private part for a reason, to urinate, to defecate, and to use it, for the vagina, to use it for sexual pleasure, and for the manhood to pee, and to equally use it to get your woman pregnant and enjoy intimacy. Every part of our body has its function. Why should we look at this particular one and then that is the reason why people now do it, use it as evil. They now use it as a weapon to destroy humanity. A lot of men have used it as a weapon to destroy and ruin the lives of young women. Due to this wrong information, they don't understand. They only see it as a weapon of, of exploitation. They don't know any other thing outside that. Taking advantage of women, even down to their own wives that they get married to. Let me read what Mommy Coach would say. That is the real issue. Teach your children and call everything by name. If not, they will learn online from their peers or from experience or many other ways, which we may derail from the useful information. Thank you. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. We need to see it as it is. A lot of men don't understand. They cannot respect this institution called marriage because they don't know. You see women complaining that men are cheaters, men are this, men are this. They cannot just keep that. It is because of the wrong information, the wrong orientation they have about it. They do not understand that this should be respected. They don't understand that there is more to read, that it should be this organ called manhood should be respected. It is not to be going around. It is not a snake going pyong, pyong, pyong. It has dignity. They were not taught. Instead, they learned the wrong way. Sit your son down and teach him. The Bible says, train up a child the way he should go or he will go. When he grows up, he will not depart from it. What are you teaching your son? This young boy you're looking at now, you say he's too small. He is 16. Yet, you have not had any conversation with your boy about sex. A teenager who is 16 already. When are you going to start? When he gets a young girl pregnant? Or when he gets himself infected? A young boy should also be taught sex education. He needs to know. He needs to know how his body functions. He needs to know, because some of them, when they begin to have this erection and they don't understand, they begin to feel all these sexual feelings. They can't control it. They don't know what to do, because nobody's telling them what to do or how to handle it, how to control it. A lot of fathers have failed. And many are still failing woefully, which is the reason we have a messed up society. The other time I heard that a 17-year-old boy actually took advantage of 3 women. 3 women. He's almost be raging. He learned the wrong way. Nobody taught him. He learned from friends, from bad friends, online. His mind was messed up. How did a 17-year-old boy come up with so much information about it? I mean, about taking advantage of women, 3 women that are all older than, they were all older than him. He is being abused as well. His mind is messed up. So it's not just the women. He himself is messed up. More and more young men are being broken. They are broken. They are messed up. Even women take advantage of these young boys because they don't understand. There are men who have grown up today. They were taken advantage of by aunties, by big ladies, and many more are still being taken advantage of. Why? Because as a father, as a mother, as an adult, you have refused to do your part. You have refused, as a guardian, you have refused. Yeah, the church told us so. If you are called to celibacy, you are holy. But if you are not called to if you are called to matrimony, you are not holy. That is why we see priests as holy people, and those who are married, we cannot regard them as holy people because they are having sex. We see sex as ungodly. We need to wake up and understand that God created sex for a purpose, not for us to misuse it as a weapon and use it to take advantage of one another. Use it for material gains and pleasures. There is more to read outside procreation. You see more young boys not knowing, very naive, getting young girls pregnant. They don't understand the first thing. We think it's just in school. How many teachers will say it as it is in school, in secondary school? How many teachers will call a spade in secondary school? Or even in secondary school, while I was doing biology, it is still like this. They don't come up playing to explain it to teenagers who are still growing up, discovering something new about their body. They're so curious. They don't know what's going on. Yet information's out there are covered and hidden, waiting for young people to go discover for themselves. And in the course of trying to discover that for themselves, they get burnt. Some ruin their life forever. Sex is not just for procreation. There is more to it. Yes, procreation. To God be the glory for this gift. And even in that procreation, there is time and season. There are times a woman gets so tired she doesn't want it. Like I said initially, being a carer with care, thank you so much for joining tonight. I really appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. God knows that if you leave a woman, imagine women feeling horny all through the month. Wahala go there now. No, imagine that time of the month where your body is doing you, and you are feeling the same way. From the first day of the month to the last day, wahala there, wahala tea, as in na plenty wahala. But God placed it in such a time that at a time where we will need it. And then when we need it, when we desire it, we will get it. In fact, it's giving us double gift at that time. Enjoyment. It's giving us pleasure and the opportunity to become parents, to bring forth, to help him. We are working with God when it comes to procreation, because he needs us. God would have just keep creating. But no, instead of creating more, he decided to make us co-workers in the vineyard. He made you woman to be able to help us in the assignment of procreation. He gave you your part to play. Okay, at this time of the month, I'm going to make your body desire your man. So when your body desires a man, you will help me out to bring forth this seed so that you can replenish the earth. You can fill it, you can multiply. You can bring forth your own kind. And you, the man, that time, you don't need to do too much work, not too much pampering, not too much foreplay. But you see, after that period, you need to work. That is why you have to till the soil. You have to work before you eat. So for you to enter Jerusalem, when the woman is not horny during her ovulation, you have work to do. And if you run away from that work, that means you're not doing it right. Because at that time, God also made your work easier. So you don't stress yourself. Your own is to go in, give her all the pleasure, and she will conceive and bear forth children. But if you do not do that time, it just made you, in fact, it's holiday for you. Your wife will be the one running after you. Hey, daddy, come now. Hey, daddy, yo. He will be, in fact, your wife will be the one giving all the green light. She will prepare your best meal. She will dress herself up very well. She will make herself so inviting. And she's the type that ties wrapper. Hey, you see, at that time of the month, that's when she will tie wrapper without bra, without panties. She will tie wrapper. Look, women, wrapper is sexy, but what kind of wrapper are you tying? Wrapper is beautiful, it's sexy, but how do you tie the wrapper? Do you tie the wrapper like Yabeji? Bam, bam, and then one rope is coming down with your shimmy showing dance? No. That time of the month, try tying wrapper. That is the most beautiful and easy, sexiest attire you're going to don. Because underneath there is nothing. And you know, when there is nothing, the gift that God has given to you, it will easily flip, as in, it will easily go 17, 18, 19, 17. When you pass to the kitchen, Oga will look you. You are going to bring food. When you look, when you tie that wrapper, please don't tie it down. Tie the wrapper in such a way, if you bend down, when you bend down to pick something in the kitchen, the man will have to see almost, in fact, he's almost getting the ticket to Jerusalem. You enter the kitchen, you are peeling yam with that wrapper on your chest. When you bend down, he's bending his neck. It is invitation. You don't need to put on anything. Learn to entice him the godly way that will make things very easy. Wrapper is the most sexiest attire you can don on yourself for your husband. But make sure it is very clean. Go and wash that wrapper. Have a special wrapper for your assignments. Special wrapper that is not so big. Beautiful, colorful wrapper. It is short. When you tie it, you know those days how our maidens used to tie wrapper. That one, the wrapper is so short. When you bend down, you are picking up something. You are already telling him, hey, it is that time, oh. I hope you are seeing what I'm showing you. It is godly. It is beautiful. Utilize your weapon. And then when you, just one hand, you don't deceive. You don't need to stress the Son of Man. One hand, the whole thing will come down. If it is bomb shot you wear, before you losing the hook of the bomb shot, the man don't tire. He's already sweating. Before you losing the anything you are wearing, before you pull that, he's tired. That one not too much work. With rapper, all you just need to do is to pull one side up. Everything is showing in his glory. In his glory and beauty. Pull one hand and pull it out. With that, you don't need too much work, not too much English. Imagine a man that is looking at the wife. Hey, Esther's Chronicles, welcome, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Imagine a man that is already thinking, today, not today. He's already singing in his mind, today, not today. And then he comes back only for him to see you tie wrapper. Even though you are tired, you yourself, you don't need to stress yourself. It's very easy. In that kitchen there, you can have it and still bring forth seed. Anywhere you have it, you will bring forth seed when it is the right time. If it be the will of God. So is it just for procreation alone? There is more to it. God has made it so beautiful. Then another one is pleasure. It is pleasure. Because as human beings, we need this pleasure. We need this pleasure as a man, as a woman. We need it to help us. The pleasure is what carries us. It is what helps us to reduce stress. Imagine if you're going to make love and you just go, It's so annoying. The woman is crying. She's not enjoying it. That is why you have to now strategize. Find a way to enjoy it. It is pleasurable. Go to the psalmist. Go and read it and see the beauty of it. It is pleasurable to the glory of God. Yes, because only God created it. If it is not holy, he will not create it. He will make us vomit children. We'll throw them out. Or we'll just do one abracadabra. Abracadabra, abracadabra, abracadabra. Few children appear and then children will appear. He would have given us that grace. If he can give us this, he can give us, we'll just say, children, I want children, I want a boy, I want a girl. Who appear and children will appear. You don't need the sex. Why would you need sex? It is for the pleasure. So that when the pain of bringing forth child comes, it comes with pain. But when it comes, at least you have enjoyed the pleasure before it comes. There is pain attached to it. So imagine something you didn't even enjoy at all. You didn't enjoy it and all you go through is pain. All you go through is pain. Olufunke shared a video today and she was stressed. I could see it in that video. She was like, why is it that only women have to go through the pain of becoming parents? Men are not going through the pain. They just enjoy the intimacy and women are just left to carry the burden of carrying the child for 9 months in the womb and then pushing or going through CS, and then postpartum depression and all the pain. Everything is the woman. God has given you. That is why you have to enjoy one thing. Imagine you are not even enjoying the sex, and now you have to still go through all this. Waiting you can't gain. Waiting you gain as a woman. Yes, in this whole procreation thing, what did you gain? Nothing. So loosen up and enjoy the beauty of intimacy with your spouse. Remove that mindset that it is work, it is chore. That is why you don't want to give it, because in your mind it is filled already that this thing now work. I bet, oh God, leave me alone. When it's work in your mind, down there will not get wet. It becomes chore for your husband and unpleasurable for you as a wife. If you can't carry belly on top, now only you carry the belly. All you be doing, and the only thing you disturb the man you want to eat, you are not, you start nagging him. You disturb him, you want to see, you want this. Aside that, the man, nothing consign him again, now you. So you have to enjoy it as the woman. The man is enjoying it when he's sowing the seed. He's enjoying it when it's going inside you. He is really enjoying it. Why don't you loosen your body and equally enjoy it? Because last, if Bele enter, now only you carry him. They will call him Papa. They will call him Daddy. People will in fact, the congratulation will be going more to him. Ha, Chairman, you score goal. The man scored goal while enjoying it. The man enjoyed the goal he scored. Imagine enjoying a beautiful goal. You know enjoy him, then score you. You carry the thing, only you. People will come and be congratulating him. Chairman, you do well. Ah, Chairman, you work hard, though. Chairman, Chairman, correct, man, you work, oh, you score goal. Oh. Congratulations will be going to the man. In fact, if he is not taking naive, when they come, men will just be hailing him, Chairman. The man enjoyed it. And he's still getting the praises. What did you enjoy? Okay, just to give birth. Even the giving birth, you went through a lot to bring forth those children. Why don't you loosen up and stop seeing sex as a chore? It is pleasurable if only you can loosen up. And you, the man, it is now your responsibility. I said it from the beginning. At that time, when the woman is dry, help her out to equally enjoy. Don't be a selfish husband who only wants to enjoy and come, leaving the wife hanging and dry. Do not be that man. Now only you go wakako. I tell you, when Bele and only you go wakako. Now only you go begin go where you know 9 months. Help your wife arrive to the same destination. Do not go alone. When you are tired, you start snoring. And the woman is left dry and hanging. Help her. That is why you are partner in this business. You are together. The mandate was given to the two of you. Play with her. Touch her. Speak beautiful, dirty words to her. It is godly in the confine of marriage. Tell her those naughty things. If you want to promise her aeroplane, go ahead. If that aeroplane you want to promise her will make her wait, uncle, go ahead and promise her aeroplane. Yeah. Promise her you take her to Banana Island. You take her to this. In fact, make her come, make her enjoy it. Tanya Bra, my godly queen. Thank you so much, Queen. I really appreciate you. Beautiful, beautiful diva. Welcome. Compliment of the season. Welcome. How is Amir? Hope you are good. Thank you. Make her, it is your assignment as a man. It is your duty as a man. It is your responsibility as your man, as a man, to carry your wife along in this ministry. It was given to the two of you. Imagine if a woman is sealed and you as a man, the only way you can do is to do soapy. How would you survive? Your life would be so stressful. God has given you this to help you ease that stress. Pleasure. Pleasure her. Pleasure her again. Pleasure her over and over again. It is your duty. Stop just going into the bedroom and coming out. Have you tried on your own as a man to just make the bedroom look so inviting? Let your wife be the one to walk into the bedroom and say, oh God, what do you want tonight? My king, what do you want? Your queen is here, ready. What do you want? Just tell me. Just tell me. Yeah, very challenging, but necessary conversation. Thanks always, spice it up, listening to the, okay, listening at the background. Thank you, mommy. Thank you. I really appreciate you. You encourage me. You encourage, when I look at you, I get encouraged, I get inspired. Sometimes set the mood, set the bedroom. I will keep saying it, make it romantic. Women love romance. Look, women love something. They love romance. They want it. This is how God created us. Hello, uncle. We are sorry, but this is our nature. We want it soft. We want it sweet. We want it colorful. What happens if you don't buy the plate? Pleasuring that prevents prostate. Yeah, pleasuring that prevents prostate cancer. See, when I say promise her, see, at that time, she wants it. See, your sweet mouth, women like sweet mouth. So just tell us anything sweet. Tell us anything sweet. Tell us you are the most beautiful woman in the whole world. Tell us we are the only woman you ever want to desire, you ever want to see, you ever want to be with. Tell us that even if the bobby is falling, tell us that this is the most beautiful bobby you've ever seen. Even though the bobby is going down, tell us that, even as it is, you enjoy this bobby as it is. Look at it. Use your hand to hold it and tell us, see this bobby? If every day I suck it is still as it is. Look at how beautiful. God created you like an angel. You look at Tata, you say, who want to leave this place? I want to sleep here. I want to remain here. I wish I can just sleep here, lay my head there and just remain on your laps. It is so succulent. It is so beautiful. It is so soft. Come on, use those. I mean, be creative with your words. Imagine words. Be creative. Use it. This is what we want. This is the secret, nothing more. It is the secret to that Jerusalem. It is your password. It is your code to getting a woman wet without stress. Why add this stress to love making when it can be pleasurable for you? Why do you want to make it difficult? All you need is your mouth and your hands and your eyes. Let these three work together to the glory of God. As you are speaking, you are looking at her. Your hands are working wonders on her body, around her, from the crown of her head to the sole of her feet. Your hands are working magic. And your eyes are ravaging her. It's as if you want to eat her with your eyes. And your mouth is speaking the beauty. And the woman will just want to, finish me. You are the most amazing man in the world. I don't know what life would have been without you. If I hadn't married you, if you hadn't married me, if we're not together, I wonder what life would have been. And you are there praising each other. You are there singing, sweet song to the pleasure of each other, of you two. Use your mouth, use your eyes, use your hand to do what God has asked you to do. God will not come down from heaven to come and teach you this thing. He has given you. It is you that after learning that will practicalize it. Nobody is coming to help you to practice it. It is you with the weapon that will use it. But how are you using what He has gifted you with? How are you using it? What He has given, these hands He has given you, is it only to slap her? Is it to hit her? That is the only thing you know how to do with your hands, to point fingers? There is more to this finger. Use it and stop using it just to point. Use it somewhere else. Use this finger use it to pleasure your wife. This hand that you want to raise, have you tried using this hand to romance her entire body? Your marriage will be more beautiful and more sweet if you know how to use what God has given to you. He created it beautiful. He made it beautiful for you and I. Use it. You have started again. Is you use this? Have you used this hand in the bedroom? Look at the hand. How do you use this hand in the bedroom? Just to use it to point, accusing fingers all the time. Have you tried using it wisely in the bedroom? It is beautiful. Stop seeing it as ungodly. That is why we have a lot of messed up children who learn the wrong way. A young boy is growing up, he has not learned anything from his father. A young lady is growing up, she has not learned anything from her mother. We can see, it's not everything we learn, we know. Like all this using finger and tongue, we didn't learn it too. Now sabi, we sabi. How we sabi, we don't know. We discover daily. We learn daily. Then stress dancer. Apart from pleasure, God knows that in our daily activities, in our day-to-day life, that we are as human beings that He created, He knows that we're going to be stressed up. We're going to be stressed up in our daily activities, in trying to survive in this world. We are going to be very stressed. You go to work, your colleagues annoy you, your boss annoy you, bus conductor annoy you, bus driver annoy you, a passenger annoys you, anything. Like every day we experience one form of stress to the other. We do. Sorry, see man, laugh for silly. Use your finger. Oh my God. Oh, mommy. So God knows that every day we get stressed. Did He give us stress? No. But as human beings, we must encounter stress. We must have stress. Our life is stressful. You wake up every day. In fact, sometimes You have to take your bath. Do you know that some days you don't want to leave the bed? There are days you just want to lay down there and just sleep. You know, when you remember work, you're like, oh no, I don't feel like going to work. If I have my wife, I don't feel like going to work. Stress. Then you go, you shower, you're going to work, you have challenge with your car, it is stressful. You have challenge in the bus or with a driver or anything, or you're trying to meet up with a task and it's not going well. You're trying to do your assignment, it's not going well. Everything is just going as if, man, one thing as a man you will need, or one thing as a woman that you will need to help you combat stress is a very good pleasurable sex. I said it. It is a very good pleasurable sex. Come back home to that your better half. Come back home to your significant half. Come back home to that woman, to that man God has given to you. Come back home to their embrace. After a good shower, take a good bath, play music. Even if you have children, you see, sometimes the problem with a lot of us is that we believe that, oh, with the children, we can't do this. We use children as excuse. We always use them as a cover up. We always use them as a front. We put the children there. Children. What happens before the children came? Were you not together before the children came? The children are going to be there and they will grow up and live. It's still the two of you. You will not live with your children forever. Is that when in your late 50s, 60s, 70s, is that when, depending on when your children are living home, is that when you now want to begin to discover each other and enjoy it? The time is now. Before the children, when the children are there, after the children are gone, it is you and your significant half. So do not always use children as an excuse. That is why many marriages are crashing. Mommy Fechi was saying it yesterday. A couple that have been married for 40 years. 40 years. Suddenly, when the children have all left home, the marriage packed up because they had nothing in common anymore. The children they were using all along to, to cover up, to hold body, that they were using as a distractor. They've all gone. They are all grown. They are married. They are living their lives. And it is now left for the man and the woman. If you did not start anything, you don't have any connection, you don't have any relationship, when the children are gone, trust me, what will be left is empty house. Even when you two are living in it, the house becomes so empty and boring. You have nothing. You start living as strangers. And that is when the anger, everything that has been bottled up years ago is just going to evaporate, and then you burst out. You discover that you had nothing. There is no substance in that marriage. No substance in that marriage at all. Because the only thing for you two are the children. When the children are gone, what becomes of the marriage? How do you combat stress? Come back home to your significant half. Go to your significant half. Go to your wife. Go to your husband. Go to your whatever it is that God has blessed you with. Go to them and let them help you out with the stress. Discuss. Lay down, comfort one another, speak to one another, and then help one another take out that stress. And how do you do it? With a pleasurable sex. BMC, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Please, guys, as you come in, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. My thumbs up is not going up. If you've not given me a thumbs up, please do so, okay? This is Christmas season. Be nice, be generous with your thumbs up, Especially this Christmas season. Speaking about Christmas, all the shopping. Do you know that women are doing a lot now? And a lot of people are getting stressed. I made a video I put out today. If you've not seen that video, please go ahead and check that video. Watch that video. Send it to women, especially any woman you know, you like, your sister, your wife, your neighbors, your female friends, whoever. Send that video to them. People need to learn that this Christmas season, we can't help it. Sometimes we can't help it. We want everything to be perfect. We want everything to work out well. You want to do all. You don't want to dull. Your children are there on your neck. Christmas shoe, Christmas clothes, Christmas hair. Of course, as a mother, you have to look for a salon where they will make your children's hair, or you make it yourself if you can. Making the children's hair is not easy. Or if you're taking the children to the salon, it costs money. You have to think about their clothes. Then you're thinking about food. It is not like the normal Sunday rice you cook. This food has to be special. And then you're also making it, you're thinking about other things, drinks, snacks for visitors, everything. Where do you people go to? What do you do? Everything's too much. People are stressed up right now. You see, between this period and January, a lot will be broken due to stress. How are you helping each other combat stress? This is one of it. God has given it to you. Are you utilizing it, or is just money? Even that money cannot help stress. No amount of money. When you're having stress fatigue, no amount of money will help you out. You can have that money and still be very stressful. Otherwise, if money can help combat stress, trust me, a lot of rich people will not be experiencing stress fatigue. They will not be having fatigue. No, they will not be having depression. They will not be having mood swing. They will not be angry. They will not be sad. In fact, their life will all be rosy and happy all the time. How are you helping your partner combat stress? This is one of it. Outside money is good. Gifts are good. Everything. But you see, there is one stress. There is this one that only you as a man can help your wife out with. Same thing goes for you as a woman. It is only you that can help your husband. He's so stressed up too. Financially, the whole money that you want to spend, is it not coming from his pocket too? You're not the only one providing. He's equally thinking, the landlord, it's almost the end of the year. I need to pay landlord. My work, I need to finish up and submit everything before the end of the month, before the year runs out. And then he's also thinking, the children are saying, Daddy, you promised me bicycle. Daddy, you promised me this. Daddy, you promised me this as a Christmas gift. You are thinking about everything, and then your wife is there. Hey, remember that Dubai gold I told you about? And you promised me last year. You didn't fulfill it. What are you going to do this year? Remember that George? That Hollandis. Oh, you said you're going to take us on a family vacation. Don't forget to. Everything is just we on the head of the man. Marvelina, welcome. Thank you so much for coming, Queen. I appreciate you. Please, guys, give me a thumbs up. Welcome, Marvelina, compliment of the season. The man is thinking about 1,001 things. As you, the woman, the wife, is thinking about how to place all these things that he's bringing. I mean, how to beautify the home, how to cook and do everything. Linda, yay. Welcome. Thank you so much. Classroom tips with Linda. Welcome. I appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up. Be generous with your thumbs up. This is Christmas season, eh? Welcome. The man is thinking about all these things. Him alone. Landlord. Him alone. Children clothes. Children this. Him alone. This beautiful wife. Everything on his head. Madam, even though you will still collect that money, can you try? Please help him remove that stress. Help him with a good massage. Give yourself to him wholeheartedly in a way he will enjoy it. That when he finish coming, he will forget about all those wahala. Even when he knows he's going to pay the landlord and the money is not coming from anywhere, he will just smile and say, God will provide. He will have hope. One thing is you have helped him relieve that stress. But you see, at a time like this, you become very stingy with yourself. You become very selfish. You hold yourself and say, I beg, I'm so tired. You are not the only one tired. The man is equally tired. So you too need to help yourself get out of that tiredness. Help him out of that tiredness. Help out of that tiredness. She has gone to the market. She has done all the shopping, bought everything. She will cook. She will put the house in order. There are a lot of special cleaning that is done during this season. All the places, all the inner chambers, under the table, under the cupboard, on the cobwebs, everywhere that has not been cleaned from January properly. You see this December into New Year, it will be clean tolerant. Who will do it? Of course, the wife. Are you helping out husbands? Are you helping your wife reduce the stress of this festive season? How are you helping her out? Or you left the whole work to her, knowing that, the only thing you have to do, thinking that your responsibility is just to provide. Or God, you want it. Help your wife out. Ask her, what can I do? Let her give you a task this Christmas. What can I do for you this Christmas? If it is shopping, you go ahead and help her with the shopping. If it's the cleaning, join hands together. The house belongs to the two of you. Why leave the whole thing to the woman and make her get so stressed out? And then at night, you still want it. You still want it. How will she give it happily now? How will she submit herself wholeheartedly? How will she submit herself with joy, knowing fully well that she's so tired and you didn't lift a finger to help? You want a woman to give you front and back anyhow. My brother, try raising a hand to help her at work. Hey, you don't need to ask. You have just gotten the password, the code to Jerusalem. You don't need visa. All you just need, just get your passport. You are there. She will help you. You just have to help each other. The right hand will help the left hand will help. You need to help each other. Do not leave her. At the time like this, the children are on holiday. Every time it's mommy, mommy, mommy. Women will have to cook 3 times a day because the children must eat. She will cook breakfast while you're still sleeping, or you get up the next day you're going to work. She will cook breakfast. Some women work. They will make breakfast before going to work. They will come back. Some make breakfast and lunch and keep for the children that are already grown. And they will still go and attend to their business. They will come back at night. They will still make dinner. She's a human being. Oh. She is a human being. Sometimes look at this woman God has blessed you and say, if I am in her position, will I be happy if left to carry this burden alone? We're no longer living in the era where only men fend for the family, where men do the work and bring all the money. Women are equally working to help out. In one way or the other, they're equally doing their best to at least help you out financially, help you carry the burden. What are you doing to equally help her? Do you think chores are just for women alone? I know we have amazing husbands out there. Kudos to every amazing man out there who know that it is their duty to help out. It is their duty. I know some people will say, do you need to ask? Do you need to ask? Yes, sometimes you have to ask. Yeah. Who no help, no go see kpekus. My sister, even if you see the kpekus, no go sweet. Even if the man see kpekus, he no go sweet. You know, see, there is nothing as beautiful and sweet and pleasurable as a kpekus that is offered with joy and happiness and gladness. Everywhere now, water. Why? The woman is happy. Her soul is happy. Her spirit is lifted. You have done the best for her. You want your wife to be happy. You want her to submit herself with joy and gladness. Please go ahead and help her out with chores. I just landed with my passport. Please drop the link. Mommy, my mommy. I too love this, my mommy. If your mommy is not like my mommy, you are sitting on a long thing. If your mommy is not like my mommy, you are sitting on a long thing. So go ahead and help out your wife with chores. If you want her to submit, to be, for her to just say, take me as I am. My baby, take me out. You want her to sing songs of joy and gladness. Help her out during the day. I always say sex begins in the morning. Only her children, only her this, only her that. She will clean, she will cook, she will shop, she will do this, she will do the children homework, she will do the children hair, she will do this. Only her. And then at night, you want her to submit with the whole heart. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. Yeah, sis. I hate asking for help. If you see me stressing up and down and you don't know you should help me, I will just leave you. See, now, coming to this, or based on what Olufunke said now, some of us don't know how to. Some women don't know how to. I've dropped the link, mommy. The link is there. Some of us don't really know how to. And some men, trust me, Olufunke, the way they were brought up is the reason why some of them don't know. You have to ask them. You have to ask them. And how you ask matters. Don't feel sad and say, oh, did you not see me? I told you all here one day. I didn't hide it. I'm not the pretending type. There was a time I was always getting angry when I need my husband's help. And maybe he's just busy with something else and he's not coming to. I get angry. I frown. Now I will ask my husband with the whole of my heart, oh, sweetheart, can you help me with this? I will ask. And then when I ask, he will not object. He will help me. So sometimes let's not even feel bad that, oh, why do we need to ask? Sometimes these men were brought up this way. You need to just ask if you need the help. Mommy, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Good evening. I've been in the background and I thought, let me just come up and say something because sometimes when these things are discussed, people will think that, oh, we older generations, our own time have passed. And that's what some of my generation say. And I said to them, my own time is starting. If your own have passed, you are on
Yes,
your
so
own. You are
yes,
on your own.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yeah. Let me talk about help first. You know, when
Yes.
Funke said that if she's stressing and how did she put it? That if you don't, that she won't ask for help. No, no, no. You have to ask for help because the way our men are trained, especially back in Nigeria. I mean, over here in the UK or in our diaspora, is so different. My husband automatically will just, starting from when the children were young, he will bed them, he will change nappy, he will do everything because there's no maid. So that one is automatic. But for both those of you who are in back home, especially if you don't have a maid, most of you have maid. If you have maid who helps you to do things around the house, most of the time the man don't see the need to help. But some people decide that they don't even want that maid, that they just want to do it with their husband. And then once their children start getting a bit older, they get them involved. It's better. All these maids and the stories I hear now about them, I don't even think it's a good idea to bring any of them inside your home. Yeah. So if husband and wife can walk around things and manage, it's better. That way, there's no way the man cannot help you. There's no reason why a man cannot. I know in Nigeria, they use a broom to sweep the house. Here, we use brush to just brush the house. My husband does it regularly. Even when the children were younger, he did it. And it's nothing to him. So now that it's just two of us, most of the time it's two of us, we just get on with things. Especially on Sundays, we are both in the kitchen. We'll do our Sunday roast, whatever we want to do. He'll be doing the roast, I'll be doing the vegetables. So we just do things together. That way it's it's very good that way that we're not stressing out because both of you are doing it and we are sharing it. For example, if I want to make okra soup, he knows once I wash the okra and bring out where he's sitting, he knows what the okra needs, that the okra needs cutting. And he will start cutting them, so things like that. They have to start on time though, to get them used to, get them involved. Yeah, get them involved early. So it becomes early enough. There's no point waiting until later, and then you start, and by then they're not used to that, and then they will now think that you are now trying to belittle them.
That's what I was explaining. That some of them, it is the background, the way they were brought up, so they are not used to it. So early enough, start asking for his help. Let him, with time, see, you will not ask for his help forever. A time will come, you will get used to it. You will not master, knowing that I have to help. But if you say that, does he not see that I'm working? He should have known, he should help. Trust me, he will not. Because he grew up seeing the mother do everything without the father lifting a finger. So that mindset or that mentality is there. So you that want your husband to help, please drop your pride. And as today I have asked my husband for help. I do ask him how many years in marriage. I still ask, and he will oblige. He will help me. In fact, he will do extra more than I ask, and that gives me joy. And then I will thank him a million times. A time will come, I will stop asking because he will get used to doing these things without me asking. Trust me, it's not everyone that knows automatically that there are things they need to do. If we carry that mindset, trust me, we'll be having issues.
Yeah. So Olufunke, I don't know what you mean by what you just wrote there. Are you talking about hobby? If you have to, you took your children to grandma and you had cornflakes, intentionally did not cook because I'm angry. Come on, girl. She's
a young wife, mommy. No, mommy, she's allowed to do this shakara. She's a young wife.
But still, this might lead to something else if you continue doing that. So no matter how angry,
tired, she will get over it. I think she's still sulking. I know this time. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he keep repeating, the person may go out there and eat mama food, and then that starts from there. Small things like this needs to be addressed. So whatever you are angry about, talk about it, but don't just drink cornflakes and don't cook. That one I don't think. I'll resume cooking tomorrow. Look at her. I'll resume cooking. I wish you are near me. Let me just flog you small. You resume cooking tomorrow. What happened today?
Come and collect hug. Funke, come and collect hug.
But the thing is, it depends on what you are angry about and how you're handling it. Because if it's help that you need, spell it out. Let your hubby know that you need that help. But what you just described there to me is like a child throwing tantrum, and then he may not even understand it. He may think that "Phew, if you don't cook, that's fine. I'll just go out there and buy something else." So they don't use yeah, don't use that as a weapon. To me, I think it's a no for me. Let me speak like Ruth. Ruth will say that's your thumbnail is a no for me. Like your thumbnail is a no
for the village boy. Welcome, Akot. Thank you so much. So, Funke, you hear it. Don't use sex or food as a weapon. If you are angry, we know we all get angry. But
yeah, Madalena, you're quite spot on. Yeah, you don't use those two at all because it's a disaster for failure. You know, when things start going wrong, you'll be wondering, and by the time you know it's gone out of hand and it's just something very little. Whatever caused made you to be that angry may not be anything serious. And if you're using something like this, like food, and you know that men love their food. Yeah, I'm already in Ifechi family. Yeah, so
has he paid for his course, mommy? Has he paid?
No, he will get his own free. He will get his free because he's special.
Free?
He will get his free.
Mommy, we're not doing free class anymore. We're not doing free class. So.
How many couples are always here every single night, Monday to Friday, or most weeks, supporting their wives? He gets it free, and even a gift. Even a gift on top of it. No, he gets it free. Yeah, definitely, because I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, Cornelius, oh yeah, no problem. He's happy. Look at him shouting, yes.
So definitely. So please, I'm glad that Funke mentioned this now because, small things that goes behind the scene in our families, in our relationships, when a big issue starts, we don't even know the genesis of that big issue. It may be simple things like this. We think it's simple. And I've also dealt with young women who think that they're punishing their husband by, oh, don't touch me. They push them away. You are causing problem for yourself. This is not the time for you to start saying, don't touch me. Men are wired differently. That's why, sometimes I don't blame men. Sometimes because I always say to people, when there's problem with husband and wife, two of you are responsible. Don't even tell me to blame one person because two of you are responsible. And they'll look at me and think, how? But look at what he did. Look at what she did. Then myself and hubby will give them a piece of paper and say, can you write everything wrong about your wife and give other person thing to write? Write everything wrong about your husband. You see their hand rushing. They'll be writing. This one will be writing and turn the page and be writing, and then we'll be looking at them after. We'll now say to them, okay, can you write something wrong about you, something that you're doing wrong? They will be putting the pen. Yeah, they're putting the pen in their mouth. They'll be thinking. Meanwhile, your own paper is full, your wife's paper is full, but you can't now remember anything wrong with you. Come on. That's a big error. And people should not always think that it's the other person. When there's marital issues, whether the man went out there to commit adultery, never mind this cheating thing. I don't like the word cheating. Whether the man goes out there to commit adultery or vice versa, because sometimes it's the woman. Two of you are responsible. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Two of you. There's something that led to it. What was the relationship? What was that marriage like 5-10 years into it? Or even at the beginning, what was it like? What did you do? What did you do wrong that was shoved under the carpet and was not discussed? And now it's manifesting in the person losing interest in you. No matter how much you try to, keep yourself for him or for her, because it can be that way. They're not interested anymore because of some of these silly little things that we think we are doing to make shakara. There's time for shakara, and there are things you do that may be very detrimental to your marriage. Maybe not at that time, but later on. So yeah.
And talking about cheating, infidelity. This is another reason why God gave humanity the gift of sex in the confine of marriage. It is so that a man, because of the way we are wired, when that sexual need or urge comes, for procreation to happen, this sex has to be there. And for that urge is not taken away even after procreation. The urge still remains. So it is a way to hold a man down and stop him from looking. It's also a way to hold a woman down. If you need it, you now have a permanent partner that will help you, stop you from looking out. Where you get the satisfaction, you don't have to look out. God has given you one person, and that person is your partner, your better half, your significant half. So it's whether we like it or not, some people will say sex doesn't stop infidelity. The question is, how many people are really doing it the right way for it to stop infidelity?
The right way.
Is it not the women that hold and give it to their husband once in 3 months that want to say that it doesn't stop infidelity? Or is it the man that will not want to give the woman in a pleasurable way to also make her enjoy it, that want to complain that it is not food, that is not pleasurable? It is how you give it and how you receive it that stops your partner from cheating. For me, I still believe, I'm still of that school of thought that yes, the way you give it to your partner, which actually go a long way into stopping them from cheating, from defiling the marital bed. It will stop infidelity. It's going to stop adultery in marriage. Because if as a wife, you are not holding it, you are not holding back from your husband. Anytime your husband wants it, men, I keep saying men are wired differently. But that doesn't mean that, no man will want it morning, afternoon, night, and not get tired. He's a human being. He doesn't want to collapse. But if you give it to him once in a year, once in 3 months, once in like something that comes from the blue moon, he will start looking out. As a wife, at least do your part. Let God do his part.
Yeah.
Do your part. You know the man you're married to. If his libido is high, how have you tried to meet him somewhere? Is it? I know a lot of women who still complain, even as I'm talking. Some people will be at the background saying, I beg, if you talk finish, go rest, there ain't no be food. As I'm saying it, there are people who will still be saying, no be food. If you talk finish, you go rest. And yet, we complain of infidelity in marriage. How can infidelity stop? When we have refused to change or adjust, sex is a gift from God. It is godly and sacred. We have to see it that way in order to enjoy it. If you see it as something godly and sacred, you will not withhold it from your partner, no matter what.
No.
Unless unless something is stopping you from giving it, either the monthly flow or you're both praying and you agree that to stay away from it, or maybe somebody is breathing or somebody is experiencing something, one form of pain or the other, then you can, which with the understanding and involvement of your spouse. But if there is nothing, but because you just eat as a chore or that is not food and you hold back from your partner, are you in any way at least doing your own part to stop them from going out? It is not just the men that cheat. Women have learned to cheat better.
Of course, yeah, women as well. Yeah.
Welcome, D. Welcome, D. But I call her D. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you.
Yes,
so
it
goes a long way in stopping infidelity. I keep saying it. When I say it, I'm not just saying it because I want to talk. I am saying it because I see it work for me. Some people will say, no matter how you give it to them, if you like, do snake and the monkey shadow. If you like, give yourself money, they will still cheat. Have you given and see them cheat? Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Queen. Have you given and then they continue cheating? Sometimes we use it as a weapon. We women, we use it as a weapon to always fight the men. And when we use it as a weapon, we are sending them out. We are asking them to go take it elsewhere. It's a license, like I'm not giving it to you, I have it here. So go get it elsewhere.
We must not do that because the two have become one, and it has to be freely given. Even if one person is more sexually active than the other person, you just have to meet each other in the middle, because it's in the Bible that you have to enjoy that. Because I tell you now, my age now, 30 years ago, it's no longer what it used to be then. So no matter your age now, there'll be a time when that 2 times a week or 2 times a day or every day, it will not be the same again, because no matter
Yes,
how much you look after yourself, that place will start declining. That's why
of course.
we made it a point in our marriage that we have to go on as long as we can. And what I've noticed, speaking with my other people who are my similar age, sometimes what they tell me, I wonder, am I really similar age with you? Because they have given up since, thinking that they are too old for this. Once a woman
Yes.
hits 50 or something, they start telling, oh, I'm an old woman, I'm getting old, this and that. And I'm like,
At 50.
if you are regular at 50, yes, some of them are feeling like that. If you're regular, no matter your age, you still keep going, but definitely not the way it used to be, because we have
Yeah,
been
you may
regular
not be
all our,
active like
yeah, yes,
30,
yes, we
20,
have,
but
yeah, but I can
definitely you
say
will still be going.
exactly,
Even in
exactly,
walking.
yeah,
There are times we run very well, we do all sorts of strenuous activities and don't feel anything. But a
exactly.
time comes when the
So
body is wearing out.
exactly. So I feel sorry for those people who are doing those shakara
Mm.
now, that they are young and they should just be getting on with things and enjoying themselves. So that when you get to certain age, maybe older than myself, you will now be saying, in fact, sometimes we'll just be laughing and we'll be talking about our past and what it used to be like, and we just laugh. And then some
That is it.
who say it in Igbo, who say it in Igbo, oh, well, I won't say that in English. Oh, well,
If you don't
so it's
understand
like,
Igbo, come and pay me. Let me tell you what she said. Come and pay me. I will translate for you. In fact, if you don't pay me, I will not translate for you.
so if you have
Oh,
missed
yeah.
out and you're one of those people, hey, don't touch me, this and that, time is going. Before you know it, it will just be you won't even. And then once you start doing that at early age, by the time you get to certain age, not even near my age, you start having a lot of decline. People will telling you, oh, it's so dry, is this and that. That dryness I'm in my early 60s, I've not noticed it yet. Some of
You
my
see,
friends are
that
wondering
is
why.
because you have
I've
been
not noticed,
active,
I've not
and the
noticed it.
body, everything is of the mind. It's a
Yes,
signal. The brain still feels that your body is still very young, so it's still
yes,
sending that hormone instead of the
yes.
hormone that comes with
Honestly,
menopause. It's still
despite
releasing the hormone.
yeah,
But
despite the fact that I've
I
I don't
said, pay
understand.
me. Did you not hear what I said? I said you have to pay. You are Yoruba. I will not tell you. Pay me so that I can translate. You know I love you. I want to tell you. I want to tell you.
So, so what I'm trying to say to every woman, I'm a menopausal woman. I have got all these hot flushes, but one of the major things that women complain about, which is dryness, my dear, I've not experienced it. My husband is
Oh,
always, in fact, always he will say to
I
me,
want to testify like this. I want
honestly,
to testify
I've
like
not
this too. I
experienced it.
want when
Yes,
I'm in my 50s, I am going to that time maybe mommy Fechi is in her 100. I will say, mommy, mommy say, hey, it's fine, is it you? Wait, let me demonstrate it. I will come, mommy, that time I'm in my 60s, so mommy is in her 100. And I say, mommy, she say, hey, Spice, oh, this Spice, is that you? Yes, mommy. Mommy, do you remember when we used to do love night with Spice? He said, my daughter, I remember. Mommy, I am still enjoying it. I say, my daughter.
honestly, please, every young person here, please enjoy. That's the only way it will last long. There's nothing that keeps one happy and healthy than this. I'm telling you with experience, honestly. Please just do, because no matter how irregular you are, it comes to a stage where it has to start declining. And
Yes.
yeah, just do it, because you're going to regret it at last, and then both of you will be miserable looking at each other,
Yeah.
because you can't even do anything, and then you didn't even enjoy it when you are younger, because you are just maybe busy, rat race, running around, doing 3 jobs, doing this person is coming in, that person is handing the key over, handing the children over, and that person is going, that person is coming. We have couples like that here. They're still young. They're just meeting themselves at the door with the kids, handing
Somebody
over
said
and running
something
away.
that in Europe, And now there are couples who don't see themselves even till weekend, because as the man is coming in, the wife has just gone out a few minutes ago or a few hours ago. So they always miss each other. They only get to see, and maybe the day this person is off, this one is not off, this one is doing night, this one is doing morning. So they don't even get to see themselves for days because of work. When do you now have time? Is it when the body has worn out?
Yeah, before you know it, people are so distant, they're so apart. Even when they're together, there's no urge because they're used to not being together. You know,
that
cannot.
Reminds me, mommy, that urge naturally comes when you win yourself, when you push yourself, when you continuously tell yourself, I want to have it, I should have it, the urge will be there. But do you know that naturally the way our body is wired, apart from during ovulation, our body is wired in such a way that if we abstain, if we stay away for 1 month, we'll not even have the urge, we'll stop having the urge. You will not feel like having it.
Yes, it's true.
Once you are living with a man and you don't have it 1 month, 2 months, naturally the feeling begins to go, that it declines, even if you are young.
It
declines.
That's right. So we just have to we can all do better. And sometimes when I hear about all this infidelity and everything, I don't understand it. Honestly, why it will be happening. And I discuss it with my husband sometimes, and I say, why do this happen? Does it mean that people are not fulfilling their role in the home, or that the man is just naturally like that? Well, he said that he doesn't know. I wish that
he won't understand.
He said, I wish I know.
I'm a young wife. I am new in marriage. You have been in marriage, and here we are saying the same thing. At least somebody will not say it's because you have been old in marriage. Another person will not say because you are new in marriage. We are here. I don't know what the last thing I spice it up, worry my head over right now is if my husband will ever cheat on me, or if he's cheating. You know, because I have that peace of mind, knowing that I am fulfilling my duty and my obligation as a wife. So I don't worry my head. My mind is at peace, knowing that the man I married is always finding satisfaction in me. Whatever he needs, he finds it in me. So I have peace of mind.
Exactly.
How many of you out there can beat your chest and say you have peace of mind?
I remember a few years ago, I think I wasn't at that function. We hardly go anywhere without each other. I don't know what happened, why I was not there. And hubby had to give somebody a lift, a lady on her own a lift. And somebody was later on was telling me, hey, Ify, I really admire you and your husband. Can you imagine when we finish? I don't know whether she wants to gossip or to know what I will say or not. Imagine that day we finish the function. Yeah, we finish the function. Your husband actually gave sister so and so lift. That if it's my husband, I won't allow him. If I'm not there, I will say, don't go anywhere, or I will follow him. I say, that's not your husband now. My husband will not even look at. In fact, when he sees between two ladies that is not, that if I'm not there, he'll just put his hand like this as if. And one day I came and I saw him. I said, why are you sitting like that? He said, please, in this country, before anybody says I've touched them or something like that, he's even worried about everybody that he sees around him. Never mind. So anyway, what am I trying to say? So he gave that lady a lift and then came back and told me, I said, oh, you're a bit later. Yeah, he said I had to go and drop her so and so. And I'm like, oh, that's very good of you. You know, there was nothing. Why would I? And then that lady coming to tell me that.
If it's a woman who doesn't trust her husband, she'll start saying, so you gave her a lift. Did she sit at the front or at the back?
He won't even tell me when he counts. He won't even tell me that he did anyway. If he knows that the type of person I am, or that I will start. But we have that kind of trust, and for each other. That what we are very fulfilled with each other, and we cannot look outside. Yeah,
as it is now, mommy. You see this thing you are explaining about not going anywhere without the other. My husband and I are experiencing that right now. Last weekend, I remember we're supposed to go see someone. Then I changed my mind. The person actually lost his mother. So I changed my mind. I was too tired, and then I wasn't in the mood. So I've already spoken to the person over the phone. Then I now told him, I said, why don't you go alone? He said, I want me to go alone. This is how he kept doing it. He didn't go. He said, when you are ready to go, but he doesn't go anywhere if I don't go with him.
No.
And I don't go anywhere. We are so getting used to. Sometimes I will tell him, go now. Why? If I don't go, won't you go? He will say, what is the name? Why should I go when you're not going with me? That is how close we have become.
Yeah. Well, like that. Each time we go anywhere, people will be looking behind. Where is he or where is she? Is he still in the car? Is he coming? So that day must be an exception. I can't remember. I think there's something that really happened. I have to be at home to wait for somebody coming to the house to do something like that. Hardly. No. In fact, if you invite my husband for any event, if I'm anything, he will say, I'll speak with my wife, or somebody will call and say, oh, we have this event coming up, so and so date. We want to invite. Say, okay, I'll speak with my wife and see whether it'd be okay for us to go. He will always say that.
Building the relationship.
They always say, I'll ask. And some of them will be like, you ask your wife. Is it not when if you say yes, then you just tell her? He said, no, we don't. That's not how we relate. That's not how we relate. I can't just say yes and then tell her we are going for an event next week. Who does that? But some of them are like, why do you have to tell her?
That you are his better half. You are his better half.
Exactly.
Honestly, this you coming here to always enlighten us, teach us, counsel us, share your wisdom with us. You don't know. I know my husband is equally learning here from the things you are saying. That is the truth, because we discuss it. Anybody that is above learning, that means that person is already in trouble.
Even me, I still learn a lot. I learn a lot. Yeah.
So we have to be open and work towards it. See, marriage, like I always say, is like holding something up, an object. The marriage is on your hands, your both hands. If you leave it, one person removes hand, it starts going like this. If the other person removes hand, the weight will be, and if both of you remove hand, you don't expect it to stand on its own. It will crash.
Crash. Honestly, very, very small things people do. They don't know the implications of what they are doing until it gets too late. So please, let us all, and I always say it, I cannot always have to say it, that marriage is not by force. Don't marry because your mates are marrying. If you're not ready, don't marry, because it requires commitment. You have to be committed to it.
Any man that is satisfied at home, like somebody said in one this thing I was watching, he said, if a man is well satisfied and is happy at home, why would he go and eat dry snail outside? They will not have the need for it.
No.
Because he knows that what God has given to him is more beautiful. Why would he go and look for bunga fish outside, or go and start looking for bones outside? No, he will not have any need for it.
I don't understand it. When people say that, oh, no matter what I do, he still have to go outside. I don't believe it, though. Maybe
mommy.
Yes, I can't believe it. That you are doing everything you should, both of you, to each other. I don't know.
In most cases, the woman is not doing. She knows deep down within her, she's not doing her best. Either in terms of respect, in terms of submission, in terms of sex, in terms of
going on. Yeah.
Something is wrong.
That's what I think. Something is wrong. Or that marriage, that man, because I've given examples of people who just got married because their parents want them to get married. Only that their mind is not even in that marriage to start with. But if it's somebody that you genuinely love and you think that this is God ordained wife and husband for you, But some of these people might be people. Yeah, what will you be looking outside? Unless you are not really, some people are like manipulated into marrying people, and they just marry for marrying's sake, which is a big error, because marriage should be for the rest of your life. But some people are just manipulated to marry that person because of their parents or because of something like that. That's why I kept saying, parents with adult children, please, we can do better. So that when people make their own choice, they will now know that is their choice, and they will try whatever storm that they come across in that marriage, they will try and withstand it. But when it's something that they feel that you force them to get into, that they are not interested, they will always be sighing. They will always be, and they will be freely go outside and do something because they are not emotionally connected with you. You are just there in the house with them because they made me to marry you. And when it becomes that kind of statement, then there's no marriage there. And that's when some of these problems start. People who actually genuinely married their own husband and wife and committed to it. Now, that is, you talk, you communicate, and if there's anything going on, you communicate and talk about it and really put that effort. And that man is still going out. I don't think it's possible.
Like Magdalena said, some people look outside just to belong. They are not ready for marriage. Those ones, they are not committed to that marriage. A man or woman committed to marriage and knows the sacredness of marriage, knows the importance of marriage, will not defy that, but will not look outside. You will always honor that institution called marriage because you always see it as a godly union. You will not want to mess it up. That's something I keep saying about sex. Once you open up to another partner, another person outside, you give in. It's a spirit. You're opening yourself to spiritual attack. You're opening your marriage to spiritual attack. You're opening your home to spiritual attack. You can be attacked easily and can be getting.
Yeah.
So sex is something very sacred. Any man cheating is exposing himself and his family to attack.
Yeah.
That is how I see it. You will have that understanding of the spiritual implication of sowing seeds around. Will not stop this infidelity.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's just so disgusting to me that you jump from one person to the other. How do you even feel? How do you? I don't understand it. Maybe I don't know. But yeah. I mean, it happens, but only God knows why. But I'm just saying that if people really marry their own husbands and wife, and they really know the exact meaning, the real meaning of marriage, and then it will be so difficult, honestly, to do that, even to belong.
Zoe, you are right. Zoe say, if only you is holding it and your hand start to hurt, not be to drop and remain. Now to drop and now, if one person is holding it, the person gets tired one day, and the person will just move on.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be two-way. There's no way one person will continue to hold. The person will be tired. It has to be two. Two people have to make conscious effort. If it's one-sided, no way. It can't be one-sided. It won't work. It just won't work. You'll be tired. But one day you say to yourself, what am I even doing? Why am I trying? And then this other person is not doing anything. You'll be tired. Yeah, so it shouldn't be one-sided.
Because you're not the only one that values it. If your partner values that marriage, your partner will equally put hands to hold it up. So that's why a lot of women get tired easily, and they just stay just for their children, or they just stay because they don't want to get divorced. So they just keep managing, but living an unhappy life. It's very sad, lonely life. Imagine being married and still feeling lonely. That is the very therapeutic. To be married and be lonely.
Oh, do you know what? Let me tell you this quickly if I go. Now that you talk about married and being lonely, that's a friend of my husband's friend. And sometimes, you know, that this man will call him to come over because he's not very well anyway. That he's lonely, but he's married. And when my husband gets there, the wife will be there, and he said he's lonely. And my husband will chat with him and everything. Another one will just be. I said, but when you went there, where was the wife? He said, well, she was in the house, but I didn't really see her much. She just came to say hello to me. But for him to open his mouth to say to him, if he doesn't mind coming, that he will love him, because he always loved my husband coming to visit and encourage him. He opened his mouth. And now that you said that, I remember this. He opened his mouth twice. He said it. And each time my husband goes, he won't let him go. He will just be chatting with him and all that. And the woman will be there. And what the second location my husband went, she wasn't there. But it was just the man on his own, because they have a son who is a grown up and gone. Yeah, he opened. Yeah, now you said that. I just remember this incident. He said that I'm lonely. So my husband was saying to me, how can somebody who is married be lonely? I said, I don't know. What kind of
Welcome, Azizat TV show. Thank you, Azizat. Welcome, Azizat Show TV. Thank you so much for joining. Please, ma, give me a thumbs up. Mommy, you see this married and lonely. Honestly,
Yes,
it breaks my heart because I can
it
count how
does.
many people
It
I know
does.
who are married and lonely, both men and women. They are living together,
Yes.
but they are feeling lonely because their spouse is not part of their lives. You
Yeah.
understand?
It's
They
so
have
sad.
removed their hands from the marriage and allowed the woman to be alone or allow the man to be
Yeah.
alone. And this thing
Honestly.
can lead to depression.
Of course.
It can
Why
lead to
he's
depression.
so
It can lead
depressed.
to
He's so
infidelity.
yeah, he's so depressed, low mood and everything. And this is somebody who is married. So I just wonder
Mhm.
why. In fact, when he told me that, and when he went there, the way he was talking, in fact, tears came to my eyes. That for a man who is married to be saying that if you come for us to chat, I'm so lonely. Aye, even talking it about it now is bringing tears to my eyes. I'm thinking,
Especially abroad,
why?
where we don't have
Yes,
much social life. Now, that is
yeah.
why if you are living abroad with your spouse, you have to work
Mm.
extra hard. Welcome, Alima to Segia. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming. Aziza, thank
welcome,
you so much.
welcome, people
Please
coming
give me
in.
a thumbs up. Give me thumbs up,
Azizat,
Alima to give me.
welcome.
People living
Yeah.
abroad have higher chances of experiencing this loneliness due to work
Mm,
and the lifestyle, the
mm,
environment there. So you are
mm,
abroad, you know why you came abroad. And we know it's for a greener
mm.
pasture. We know it's to
Yeah.
make life better. But do not also forget the essence of coming together in the first place. If you are not
Mm,
interested in the marriage, you can go and live your single life. But
mm.
once you are together, do not make your partner start living a lonely life. A life they
Yeah.
are not
So
used to.
sad.
I am alone
That
with my
really.
husband.
Mm,
Everybody knows it. I don't hide it here. We are still expecting, we are still waiting on God. But even
mm,
at that, there is something we have told ourselves. We are our own best friend. Even without
mm,
children, we
mm,
are so close that even though sometimes two of
mm,
us throughout the weekend we don't go out most times, but we try to
mm,
make our life fun, even in job.
mm.
We
Yeah.
try to be happy because
Yes.
with or without children, we have already committed ourselves. Children will
Yeah.
come, but there are
Yeah.
people who have these children still. They are lonely in the marriage.
Yes.
So that is
Yes.
to say that it is not children that will make you happy or that will make
Mm-mm.
your
At
marriage
all.
exciting. It is you too. The children are icing on the cake. They are the
Mm,
decorations that make the cake so beautiful. It doesn't mean
yeah.
if you eat the cake alone without the icing, it won't be sweet. It will be
Mm,
sweet. But even with the
mm,
icing, it makes it sweeter. That is the
yes.
essence of God giving. That is why God is giving us children. One, to
Yeah.
carry on with the assignment of procreation and to make
Mm,
us, have a larger family, have more people to be with and to play with. So this
yes.
loneliness is something some spouses have pushed their spouses into. They force them to
Yes.
live this lonely life by isolating themselves. Some people stay and all they do is be on social media. They don't pay attention to their spouse or they focus on their
Mm,
work alone. They don't create
yes.
time to be it together and to bond.
Mm,
That bonding
mm,
is not there. That is why you were saying it yesterday. Once the children are all
mm.
grown and they leave,
Yeah.
they discover that there is no substance in that marriage. They are like
Yes. Yes.
strangers,
That's when they start having major
married and
problems.
lonely.
Yeah. 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 So sad. So sad. So please, younger ones, let us do better because it will tell as you get older if you don't do the hard work now that you're younger. Yeah, no matter how
Yeah.
busy we are, the children are addition. Marriage is for husband
Yeah.
and wife. And if you're
They're a
blessed with
blessing.
children, yeah,
Mm.
that's a blessing. That's an extra blessing. But for marriage, it's two people. And they cannot, ignore or neglect each other because they're going to suffer it at the end unless you don't really want that marriage. And you think, and I'm telling you that people who have issues in marriage and decided that they don't want the marriage anymore, sometimes their lives are never the same. As I said before, unless there's a violence and there's a need for you to actually leave that marriage, fine. But when it's just small things that are just not even important, causing problem, please, the best thing is to work at it, and you will thank each other later on when you get to the stage
Mm.
where I am now, where the children are all gone and just two of us. You just thank each other later on in life that you actually, withheld those storms, those early years. You thank each other because it
Yeah.
takes two. Two of you have to do it. It's not just one person. Okay, so I'm going
Yes.
to step down now. I just thought I'll, come up and chip this
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
mommy. I can't appreciate you enough. You know that. Thank you
you,
so
everyone.
much.
Yeah,
Your
that's fine.
love and your support and your encouragement is one thing that makes me want to come out here every day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. And lastly, before I leave, just to say to people, no matter your age, you can still enjoy this as I am enjoying it. But the thing is that it will slow down. No matter what, it will slow down. And that's the stage
But
I
it's
am
still
at now.
moving.
Yes, but it's still moving. It's slowing down, but it's still moving. And it's because of
Yeah.
consistency. If not for consistency, by now we would have been a different story. So please,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I want to say. Okay.
Thank
Okay, then
you so
everyone,
much.
take
Guys,
care,
have you
everyone.
heard it?
Okay.
Have you heard it? Thank you so much, Mommy.
Okay,
Greetings
bye
to Daddy.
everyone now.
Really
Okay, I
appreciate
will.
you.
Bye bye. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. So our men need to do better. Men living abroad need to wake up and do better. Sincerely, a lot of them are not trying. They are the ones pushing women into this loneliness more. Women want to have fun. They want to be with their spouses. But most often times, the kind of men who they just want to be by themselves, be with telephone or watch news or watch sport or read newspaper or hang out with friends, they've detached themselves from their spouse, from their wives, making the woman feel so lonely even if she's married. Please, men, if you're going to watch this later or if you're watching, please create time to bond with your wife. Create time to make her happy. A happy woman will easily submit herself. Look, women, I keep saying it is not difficult to please women. It is very easy to make a woman happy. But are the men ready to do these simple things that will make a woman happy? Are they willing to make her happy? I know a lot of them, they just want to be with side chick, or they go out, go and play, do nonsense, play with their phones and all that. You need to wake up and understand that this woman you agreed to marry, you didn't bring her to your home to come and become a furniture or a baby making machine. You said she would be your better half, your friend, the mother of your children, your companion. Remember, marriage is not just for procreation, it is also for companionship. So are you giving her that company, that company, that companionship that she needs? Yes. At the end of the day, the men will end up lonely later in life. You are so right. You see, some of them, when they are old, they are abandoned. The women, that is when the woman will want to start doing her jaye. She start going for mugo. She will go for mugo. She will not want to come back. She will go and visit. Sometimes some of them carry their bag and they start living with their children, which is not good. She's married. She's supposed to be with her husband. But because of the way these men have treated the woman when she was younger, made it difficult for her to bond and become, friends with him. Remember, I will keep saying it. What you sow is what you reap. How do you treat the wife of your youth? If you are busy at this stage of your life, all you just do, Mama Emeka, open, make her enter. A time will come, Mama Emeka, that time you no longer be able to perform. If you touch Mama Emeka, she will say, if I slap you, don't touch me. And that stage, there is nothing you can do. You'll be begging, let me put only the head. How can you put only the head? When Mama Emeka was still burning fire, when she was still catching fire, very hot, what were you doing? You cannot massage her. You cannot romance her. You cannot do anything. Yeah, I saw a lot of them here in the UK, lonely later, and lived, later in life, and some ended up in care homes. A lot of them are in care homes, where they will have to pay all the money they have worked for. Now, see the irony. All this money you are pursuing, you're working and gathering. When you need your wife, your family the most, and they're not there, they will go and you just end up in care home, where people will take care of you, and it has to be from your money. It has to be from your money. If you're a good man to your wife when you both are young, when you are old and frail, this woman will still see. There is something about women. Women can be very strong up to their 90. They can still take care of their husbands even when they are very old. She can still make your tea. She can still give you your drugs. She can still rub a body care and equipment on your body. She can still cover you. She can still keep you warm. But if you neglect her when you are young, when you are old, she will neglect you. She will abandon you. You will become so lonely. And if care is not taken, that loneliness will lead to depression. The time is now. What you sow is what you're going to reap. Yeah. Okay. So you say, host, me, I've given up on happily ever after. I just live my routine. Like, no way. Not when you have a spice. Not when you have spice it up. Huh? Not when you have spice it up. You know that it's not going to happen. There is no way I'm going to give you room for that. Not when you have spice it up. It's not possible. Hey, Joyce Kitchen, Joyce Cake Designer, welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please give me a thumbs up. If you have not given me a thumbs up, then you know I love you. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Even some men will abandon their wives and only come to them when they need to do the do. Like, seriously. Like, how does it work? A woman in a place where the weather is very cold, you know your wife is catching cold. Instead of you to go, put your hand under that wrapper, put your hand under the duvet and do the needful. You sit down like head of fish. Only when you want it. You see, women are wired differently. Men, please, I am begging you. For your own sake, for your happiness, for your peace of mind, things will not remain like this forever. People change, we grow. A time will come, you will not be able to. One, that thing you are holding, you won't be able to perform. Secondly, that loneliness, nobody will fill in the gap for you. No side chick. You cannot do side chick abroad when you are old. Side chick, who want to do you when you don't old? You can't even take yourself home. You have only your wife to keep you warm. You cannot try that nonsense. You know, if anything goes wrong, see you, even at your old age, they can still send you behind. So build your relationship with your wife now. Establish that relationship today. Solidify it. Love and cherish what you have. Build on it. Do not play with it. See, karma. Karma is real. Give your wife what she needs. This is what she needs to be strong, to be happy, to remain young and fresh. So that old age, when your own waist is weak, she can still manage to take care of your needs. If you abandon and neglect her today, at old age, you'll be left alone, lonely and sad, and depression will set in. When you start having memory loss, who will be there? You need your family. Your family needs you now. You have to sow the seeds today so you can reap it when you are old. If you don't sow the seed today, there is nobody who will be. Women do not forget. Women don't forget easily. Trust me. Women don't forget and forgive easily. Do your part today. Be nice, be sweet to her. What would it cost you? If you're not interested in a marriage anymore, let her know when she's still very young, so that if she wants to go for another man, she can. But do not waste a woman's years, her youthful years. And then at old age, you now want her to submit and do everything for you. Mommy Fechi is here now. Look at them. They're in their 60s. But see how they're taking care of themselves. That is what old age should be. At old age, you should be able to hold each other and recollect beautiful memories. Look back and remember when you used to sit down, when the man used to throw you on the dining table, when you used to do it on the kitchen slab. These are beautiful memories that will keep you laughing and smiling. These are beautiful memories that will keep you going. At old age, you remember when you can raise her leg will touch the fan. But now you dare not do that. You want to break her leg. But when you recollect, you say, just like Mommy Fechi said, for those of you who are still waiting for me to translate, I'm still waiting. You pay me before I give you, or you come in box, let me tell you. Yeah, if you treat me anyhow now what you go receive. Trust me, that is the truth, Oyoyo. Women do not forget. So treat her right now. At old age, she can still shake that her waist for you, even in wrapper. Even when she's tying Uku George now, but she can still shake that waist for you. She can still make you happy. All she's asking for is for you to be nice. All she's asking for is for you to be kind. It takes little or nothing to make a woman happy. Honestly, it costs little or nothing to make a woman very happy. But are you ready to do those things? For your wife to be able to submit herself to you every day if you want it, or every other night, you need to help out. You need to. When she's putting one leg on the ceiling fan, one on the window, you know this kind open, very wide. You know, Funke, you know what I'm talking about. You're still very young. I'm sure you're practicing it. One leg on the ceiling fan, the other leg on the wardrobe. Then you can sit down at old age when you no longer have teeth to laugh even. When you can no longer eat meat, they will have to squeeze pieces fish for you. You look back and say, do you remember one time that I raised your leg? I put one on the wardrobe. I put the other leg on the ceiling fan. I say, you almost broke my waist that time. And you two will laugh. Beautiful memories are seed you have to sow today. Are you sowing that beautiful memory? And what memories are you creating with your family, with your wife? What memory are you creating? What memory are you creating? Your life is going to be empty and full of loneliness if you don't create any memory today. If you do not, it will be full of loneliness, emptiness. Sex is beautiful and godly. Like I said before, it is for procreation, giving. And wives, please, for those of you who are just coming in now, it is not just for procreation. A time will come, you stop giving birth. So what happens? Remember, as a woman, the moment you are no longer active, old age sets in. If you are no longer giving birth, those children are grown. There is nothing more. You are not running around. You are not enjoying the sex. You become weak. Arthritis today, rheumatism tomorrow, waist pain today, headache next tomorrow. Menopause will set in. And when it says you start feeling the same, it is not a funny experience for those who are experiencing it. But with constant sex, when you get to that time, when you're still very active, though you may no longer be hot, but you're still very active. A man who is satisfied inside will not go and look for dry snail outside. A man who is chopping fresh snail at home will not go and look for dry snail outside. Are you doing your bit as a wife? In as much as we talk to husbands, ask yourself, search yourself inward and tell yourself the truth. Am I doing my bit as a wife? Am I doing my part am I playing my part as a wife? Or am I sending my husbands into the hands of Jezebel? Am I contributing to his going out? Sex is beautiful. It will help you with stress. As you go about with this Christmas celebration, the whole preparation, we have how many days to Christmas now? I think 9 days. The stress is, in fact, until Christmas, the stress will continue to go until after Christmas. Then they chop clean mouth and still go outside. Man will chop fresh snail, belly full outside. He then give and dry snail outside. He no go chop. You know, go chop the dry snail, except now man will get longer throat. They are really tontom. Those longer throat men that even if they eat fish, they eat what is this name of this fish? This very soft, succulent fish inside. They will go out and go and look for dry bone outside. Those ones, their longer throat is like this. Is raised to power 10. Nothing will satisfy them. Giving, I know there are men like that. But let us still do our part. Christmas is here. Create time as you're running around. Remember, you have someone, you have a wife who is tired, who is being pressured. You have a husband who is under pressure. From time to time, reconnect and reunite and encourage one another. Reconnect, reunite from time to time. Help one another get over the stress. And one other way you can do it, one important way you can do it, is to offer yourself this gift that God has given to you, to offer it freely, happily, with a heart of gratitude, giving glory to God, because He created it for a reason. It is for you to help each other out of stress, and then for your pleasure, satisfying one another, making each other happy. The joy of it, the beauty of it. It is the sweetest of all. Why deprive yourself? After the children, what else? What else? If it's for procreation after the children, what else? Are you just going to be like a dry wood at home, or like a piece of furniture at home, just sitting down there waiting? No. A time will come, you will no longer be able to enjoy this. Why don't you enjoy it today? So that when that time comes, you tell yourself, I no carry last. When that time comes, you no lose. You see, once you've lost out, you've lost out. There is no two ways. And if you don't go on, it becomes boring, it becomes a chore, it becomes tiring and annoying. If they touch you, say, please, don't touch me, because I'm not in the mood. Why? Because you've abstained for a long time. Even that place is dry, it's tired. If it's dry, can you wake it up now? Husbands, go ahead and wake your wife's speckles up. Do the needful. Go speak to her ears. Look at her with that loving kindness. Use your hand to pleasure her. Make her happy. And you as a wife, stop running away. Stop staying away. Stop seeing it as an unholy thing. It is godly. It is beautiful. And parents, before I wrapping up, parents, remember, you need to teach your children sex education early enough. The problem we're experiencing today with a lot of our men is as a result of this lack of sex education from their fathers. Men, teach your boy child when they are grown. As they become teenagers, as they are growing, they're still under your roof. Catch them young. Teach them how to respect a woman, how to respect a woman's body. Teach them what their body parts are. Teach them how to abstain, how to hold themselves and wait for the right time. Teach them not to misuse the weapon God has given to them. Teach them how to keep it under check. Let them know they're going to have this experience as they are growing up. Teach them that they will experience these changes, that their bodies would, they would start developing some feelings. Let them know you have experienced it. Why do you want him to experience it without teaching? That is why some of them, even as they are teenagers, they've lost control. There is no control because nobody taught them. The only thing that it is to take advantage of women, that is what it is meant for. Because that is what their peer taught them. That is what they watch. That is what they see. That is what they learn. You should be your child's hero, his number one teacher before outside. For outsiders will teach them the wrong thing. Let them know that it's normal for their gola to rise every morning as they are growing. And let them know how to control the urge when it comes. Teach them. And mothers teach. Look, gone are those days when you say they touch you, you go get belly. Gone are those days. Call a spade a spade. Call it what it is to them. You know the age when they get to that age. Every child grows. Children are different. Some people grow faster. Those ones that they grow faster, catch them early enough. When their body begin to develop so fast, catch them, sit them down, bond with them, be friends. Let them trust you. So that if they're experiencing anything, they can come and ask you, Mommy, I don't know, I woke up the other day and I'm feeling like this. What is the problem? Is anything wrong with me? And then you tell them the truth. Nothing is wrong with you. You are only experiencing this. Back home, they don't teach sex education as it should be. They don't. They still code the words. Do you want them to code it from outside? Let me see. Let me see what you wrote. Hey, she said, hey, holy, holy, holy Gola, because I'm the best creation of Cornelis. Yes, I will stay away. Wait, stay away where? If I catch you, stay where are you staying away from? Don't even try to, you know, as long as spice is involved in your life, you cannot stay away. Eh? You cannot. Be the carer. Thank you so much. Because then you say, if you don't eat, the fathers didn't even get the information from their own fathers. Absolutely. But the learned fathers today should know better. They should know better. You say how to respect a woman if the man respects their mom. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. If their father respects their mother, they should be able to teach their sons how to respect a woman, knowing fully well that this is what you practice. This is what you practice. So you'll be able to impact, you'll be able to teach your children better. Eh? You'll be able to teach them better. So parents, let's do more. I know we are trying. No, you all are trying. But please, it is because the society is getting messier. That is why we keep hammering on this. It's as if we keep talking. We are talking because things are getting messier. We are talking because people are deleting themselves. We are talking because marriages are crashing. We are talking because people are being abused every day. That is why we are talking. It is not because we love to talk. It is because we want to help in our own little way. And how else, if not through our voices? It is you and I who can make it better. Marriage is beautiful. Sex is godly. Utilize it the best way. Don't use it as a weapon. When you are angry as a wife, you hold yourself back and say, today, if you touch me, the man will even feel touch you in the first place. Some stubborn men will still collect it and chop. But is it nice? How can you collect from a woman who is angry, a woman who is not happy? How? How do you even enjoy it? You can't enjoy it. So please, wife, don't use it as a weapon. If you get used to using it as a weapon, the man will, he will be at least tempted. Cut that. Let it not be from you. Let it not be from you that he's pushed outside. Don't use it as a weapon. That is why it's good to always settle your issues amicably, early enough, so that there will be no reason at all to abstain from this beautiful gift that God has blessed us with. If God has not given us this gift, we would have been like Amweba, like I said from the beginning, divide and go our separate ways. Or like some spiders who after coming would just bite, but he made it in such a way that it will help us in other areas of our life, outside procreation, to help us with stress. It will help us to bond. It's one strong way of bonding between couples. It's one way you bond so well with your spouse. Check people who stay away, who don't give it at all. What is the relationship? You have that couple time outside the children, outside work. You have that couple solo time, even with children involved. The children can be at home, but like you two can't stay away from each other. You can't wait to pounce on each other. Enjoy it now, so that when you are old, you always look back and remember when you used to hang your legs on the wardrobe and on the ceiling fan and laugh and give glory to God. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you all. I think I've exhausted everything I wanted to say today. It is for our pleasure. It is to reduce stress and for children, procreation, and all that. But take home today is sex is beautiful and godly. Thank you, everyone. As you go about your Christmas preparation, don't forget the reason for the season. It is a season of joy, love, sharing, giving, and expression of love. How do you express love? Remember, your partner, your spouse, and your children are the number one people. Your husband, then your children, that should come first, and then you reach out to others. Express love to one another. Submit yourselves to one another without holding back, even in this Christmas time. Why? So before I forget, somebody reminded me today. One of my very good person reminded me today. Go and get Christmas sexy lingeries. Go to the sexy stores. We have women here. All for help, Jen. Thank you so much, ma. Oh, I really appreciate you, ma. Thank you. God bless you, ma. God bless you. Wives, go and look for sexy Christmas wears. Look for them. They're in the stores. They're on sales. They're beautiful. Catapult panties. Very red, beautiful ones. I have mine. Beautiful. That even you retire that Christmas night or 24th night, when you retire and the children have gone to their rooms playing or opening their gifts or just, watching anything, retire, go and dress up and do Christmas for yourselves. Go and buy it. These things are not expensive. Go to the stores. You see very sexy, beautiful pants and bra. Very beautiful nightwears, Christmas nightwears. Not pajamas, not pajamas. Pajamas you wear to the children, but when you enter to the inner chamber, to that sacred sanctuary of yours, remove that pajamas and don on something that is eye-popping, something that is catchy, something sexy, something sweet. Do Christmas for each other. That is one way to do Christmas. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you all in advance. Compliment of the season. I hope you all enjoy every bit of the season. Remember to take time out to rest. Like I said, don't overstress yourself. Also, teenagers don't sleep early. If they don't sleep, they have their phones, they have television. Retire. You don't have to stay and be their security guard and be watching them. Let them go to their room. You go to your room with your husband. That's what I say. Let the children get used to you and your husband going to be in your room. Lock the door. If they are not used to it, when you retire, they will follow you. Mommy and daddy, where are you going to? But early enough, let these children get used to the two of you saying good night, good night. And they will, if they want to press their phone, they will press. You know when to collect the phone. You know when light out. Sometimes you can even say, we want to discuss. Yes, you want to discuss something good. You enter the room. If these children don't sleep early, force them to sleep. Send them to their room. Go and sleep. Sleep will come by force. Engage them. So that you can go and enjoy your time. No, see, these children that you bring them come world, though. Nobody them bring you come. Last, when they go on their own, now you go remain. At that time, you are weak, you're tired. You can't be doing all these things you're talking about now. If they don't want to sleep, send them off to their bedroom. At least they have their rooms. If they're in the sitting room, let them stay in the sitting room there. Why you retire with your husband? The children will not come and question you. Mommy and daddy, where are you going to? Mommy and daddy, why are you going to your room? Because I have taken a separate room after your license. You know, I will not let you. You know, I will call you. No, you know, I will call you. I'm not going to get a separate room. You know, I will call you. Let these children get used to you to going to your rooms and locking the door. Let them hear the door lock. Bang, bang. You are husband and wife. That is what husband and wife do. They have their bedroom. Let the children know that you have entered your bedroom and you have locked the door. You are not hiding from them now. That is why they are curious. You raise their curiosity when you start sneaking. No. Let them know this is mommy and daddy. We are going to our rooms. You go to your room. They will not question you. But if you have to be sneaking, looking for excuses, looking for ways, they will not get used to it. Good night, kids. Good night, kids. I love you all. Bye. You carry your wife, enter bedroom, lock the door. Let them hear you lock the door. And tell them light off. They should sleep. That way, they are growing up knowing that you need your privacy as a couple. No, you need your privacy as husband and wife. No, you need your privacy as their parents. They will not, nothing will surprise. They will not have to follow you. They will not come and knock on the door. Set the boundary early enough. Let these children understand early enough. That way, as you are living, nobody will even be curious about anything. While growing up, we were never curious. When our parents enter bedroom, what is our own? There's nothing. We're not thinking about anything. You say it's not easy. My sister, what you start early enough will become easy. Sweetheart, it will become easy if you start it early. You are going to your room. We grew up, and we're not children. We grew up with our parents. Some of us didn't grow up in flats. Some of us don't have separate rooms like that. You don't have it. Only our parents have their separate bedrooms. And we grew up knowing that they entered their bedroom and locked door. Are we going to question them? We never. In fact, it was not abnormal to watch our parents enter their room and lock door. It was normal for us. We never questioned it. We never had any suspicion. We never thought about anything. We saw it as a normal thing for our parents to enter the bedroom and lock the door. It was normal. And as they're going, they'll tell you, put on the television. Put on the television. It's time, it's light out. Go to your room. You make sure they've entered their room. You've tucked them in. You've collected their phone. Turn off the television. Good night, good night, and you enter. It is normal thing for a husband and a wife to go to their room, to retire to their bedroom. It is very normal. Yeah, Mavelina said kids of these days are super wise. Well, okay, wiseness in what they said, that you're entering your bedroom, so they'll start thinking, okay, mommy and daddy are going to do something bad. Let them let them know it's normal thing for daddy and mommy to enter their bedroom. This is mommy and daddy's sacred room. This is mommy and daddy's bedroom. Yes, they are wise, but let them be wise in a good way. Will you entering the bedroom raise curiosity when you retire at night, you want to go and sleep? I don't understand why children should be curious or why children should see it as abnormal when you retire to your bedroom. They have their bedroom. Today, yes, parents rent room and children have theirs. I know they are wise, but see, what you start early enough, those children will get used to it. You are the one piquing their curiosity. You are making them curious the way you act and behave around them. You make them curious. Yes, very wise. They are, yes, they are a generation of very wise. Yes, they are very wise, but let them be wise in a godly way. Let them be wise in a way that is godly, in a way that is good. Eh? Olodo generation. See, my sister, when you saw Olodo generation has passed too, were you Olodo when you were growing up? Was it not normal for your parents to enter their bedroom? Did you sleep with your parents in the same bedroom? Eh? Or until you got married? You at a time, you had your place, you had your room. So when you grew up, were you imagining things as a child, imagining what your father and your mother could be doing in their bedroom? That means there is something curious you are doing. There's something that is piquing their curiosity. We never really cared. It is when you make it look suspicious that these children will become curious. We never ask questions. Yes, we didn't ask because there was no need to ask questions. They are our parents. So why should we question them going to their bedroom? Why should we question? We don't have any, I mean, why should we even question your parents going to their bedroom? I don't see any abnormal thing with my father and my mother being in their bedroom while I was growing up. And it never occurred to us that it's anything could be going on behind the closed doors. No, it doesn't mean we were Olodo. No, it only means that they never gave us room to start suspecting anything. From the onset, we knew this is their bedroom. And we don't play with their bedroom. We know their bedroom is very sacred. We know that our parents' bedroom is a bedroom we respect so much. My 4-year-old won't even let me hug her dad. Wahala day, she won't even let you hug her father. Wahala day. Growing up, we respected our parents' bedroom. We know this is bedroom. Like they made it in such a way like it is sacred. So we don't even think anything abnormal. It was normal for my parents to say, no, don't say we're not allowed to think. No, I disagree with you. You didn't grow up, as I know you're an intelligent woman right now. I know you're an intelligent woman. You didn't grow up as an Olodo, but would you have, as a child growing up, go and ask your parents, why are they in their room? Would you go and say, oh, why are you leaving us and going to your sacred room? He say, I'm sending you to teenagers. Please send them over. No, send them as a baby so that I will raise them as babies. Mavelina, I know you are an intelligent, smart woman. Growing up, you were not Olodo, but were you bouncing into your parents' bedroom? You respected their bedroom. Were they not sleeping together? Do they have, even if they had separate bedroom? But you don't just barge in and open their bedroom anyhow. I want to understand. Let me know in the comment section. Our parents were very strict, and that strictness was what helped. If they were not strict, you would have become something else. That strictness, whether we like it or not, forget this wokeness. That strictness helped us in one way or the other. With that strictness, I cannot just wake up and go and open my parents' bedroom or start knocking on their door. Mommy, open the door. Mommy, I want to come to your bedroom. Daddy, open the door. What are you doing inside the bedroom with mommy? Is that supposed to be wokeness? No, is that supposed to? They are vocal. Being vocal, does that mean they deprive you of your own privacy as a parent? Does being vocal means they are wise? Sometimes this vocal, some of them are too vocal to the extent that we don't know the damage this vocal is doing. Sometimes we think every child that is vocal, a child can open their mouth and say anything to the parent, and we say, oh, they are very wise, they are very vocal. There is limits. That is why you as a parent, you have to set the record straight from the onset. What you sow is what you reap. How you raise them when they are small matters. Your teenage child now will not just barge into your bedroom anyhow, or you leave your bedroom open and you are in your bedroom with your husband, and then your child just barges in and say, mommy, shit, let me come in between daddy. Is that wiseness? No. For me, that is not wiseness. You can't be sleeping at night with your husband or with your wife and your child will just open the door. You know? There should be limit. That's what I'm saying. You let the children know the boundary. You set the boundary right from time, from the onset. Let there be a limit. Vocality. Yes, it's good for the child to be vocal. We have seen a lot of them that are very vocal abroad, and we hear the kind of things that come out from their mouth. They talk anyhow, and these parents are their hands are tied. They can't do anything. They are in that Western world, and you hear the kind of things that comes out from their mouth, how they talk to their parents. For me, that is not the right upbringing. If you cannot control how your child speaks or what your child says, then you have failed as a parent. Yes, some of us, we are not that vocal growing up. Our parents were very strict. Trust me, that strictness has helped a lot of us. It made us sit up. It made us become very disciplined. A lot of children today wake up and they don't even greet their parents, and some work parents will say it doesn't matter if they greet you or not. Some of them just talk to you anyhow. I want this, no courtesy, no respect, no manners. Is that vocal? Is that wokeness? Is that a wise generation? Let us learn to distinguish between a child being wise and a child being something else, being badly raised. The bedroom should be respected, and let your children know that it's a sacred place, and let your children know that they cannot just barge in because you raise them, because you have them, so you no longer have your privacy. Let them know you need your privacy from the onset as a parent. Let them know you need your privacy. You are a parent. Without that privacy, how did you raise them? How did you give birth to them? You didn't have them on the streets. It was in your bedroom. You cannot continue to condone things and think it's normal. It is not normal. It is wrong. If your child will not allow you as a parent that gave birth to them, have your privacy as a parent, it is totally wrong. Especially if that child has his own room. It is an error that needs to be corrected and not to be applauded. We shouldn't add it to intelligence or wiseness. No. It's an error that we shouldn't applaud and say is the best thing. We grew up respecting our parents' privacy, and it helped us today. If I go home today to my father's house, I cannot barge into my father's bedroom anyhow, even as an adult. Yeah, that's why I speak Yoruba mostly in my with my children. That helps. Don't bring Oyibo way and barge into. See, God bless you. God bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. God bless you. Thank you. See, let us know we are Africans. We cannot bring this Western thing. That is why we are having challenges abroad raising our children. Children become so a teenager. You know, have their way. They can do anything. You as a parent, your hands are tied. You do, they call 911 for you. Your child will pick up phone and threaten you with police. You have failed as a parent if that is happening. And I repeat, your bedroom is your inner sanctuary. It is your sacred chamber. Your children should learn early enough to respect it. If they have their room, they cannot barge in anyhow. I cannot, even as an adult, before I enter my parents' bedroom, they lock their bedroom. I have to knock. We all have to knock, even if they are inside. We knock, and until they say, come in, or they open the door. We don't just go there and start banging, or they leave the door open, we barge in anyhow. That is wrong. That is not the right way. It is wrong. And let us call a spade a spade. What is wrong is wrong. Wokeness no help us reach this side. That is why a lot of children are messed up today, because we are trying to raise them in the Oyibo way, and they are seeing things they're not supposed to see. They are seeing things they are not supposed to see. Help them. You are their parents. Let us draw the curtain here. This is 2 hours, 30 minutes. But I really appreciate you. God bless you all. Do have an awesome time, an amazing time. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be taking a break till Monday. Let's do this again. Same time on Love Night with Spice. I really appreciate you. You're sounding like my Didi. Who is your Didi? Let me know. And do you know that AA is D? Aha, let me know. Tell me, yo, who is D before I leave? Mavelina, thank you so much. You're awesome. Oh, okay. Olufunke, Zoe is still here. Thank you so much, Zoe. Zoe, I need your number. I don't know. Can I get your Instagram? Zoe. Okay, Daniela. Ah, you see? Hi. Maybe we supposed to born these children. Maybe you born another one soon. Oh, thank you so much, Dee. Thank you so much. You are awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Zoe, give me your number. I don't know. Okay, my Instagram account. Sweetheart, help me write my Instagram in the chat there. Zoe, can you copy my Instagram and chat me up, okay? Copy my Insta. At least I need to have you guys Instagram. D, do you have an Instagram account? Can I connect with you via Instagram? Eh? If I can, drop your Instagram account for me, okay? D, that is AA. Drop your Instagram account for me if you don't mind. Let's connect, okay? Mavelina, I don't know if we are connected on Instagram as well. Please, let's connect, guys, on Instagram so that outside YouTube we can always talk, okay? Okay, you have my edge. Okay, chat me up, okay? Chat me up. Sweetheart, help me write my Instagram on the chat there. Linda Blessing is okay. Let me pin it up. Good night. Good night. Okay. Linda Blessing is okay. See, my husband is even writing my Facebook name instead of the. Yes, so yes, no, I love Didi. Didi is so mature. Didi is old soul. Didi is old soul. I'm telling you, no. The bedroom is where anybody can be naked and then you badge it. Oh my God. I have one, but no followers. I just set it up to connect with you people. Okay. All right. So, but this is mine. Linda Blessing is okay. If you don't mind, connect with me and just let me know it's you. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Linda Blessing is okay. If you've written it, let me know so that I can remove it. How is the preparation for Christmas going now? When I don't shop finish, who will carry me go shopping? Oh, who will carry me go shopping? Oh, who will carry me go shopping? Oh yeah, you come and take me out for shopping. Okay. Thank you so much. Connect with me, please. I will connect. At least from time to time, we can chat on Instagram, even if I'm not on YouTube. You know, sometimes we might decide on YouTube. Your Sundays will get there and say, let's take a break, and then somebody will want to reach out to know what's going on. But it's good. Okay. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you all. Good night. I leave you with this, my music, Peace of Mind. Yo, thank you. Sorry. T, Fadale, Mavelina, God bless you. You all are awesome. Give me peace of mind. Okay.
Yes, I need you, yes, I want you. That you only want for me. I'm coming home after the party. The bird is stressing me. I work with you, cause I know you got it. And you're my company. And time I call you, you can turn up. And you always come through for me. Peace of mind, yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, all from here to say thank you, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Just give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind.
Enjoy your weekend, guys. Thank you for your love. I appreciate seriously this love and support. I appreciate. I do not take it for granted. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
Let's go.